welcome to the Danebury Club's first meeting, a two-day meeting here in October. And the Burnfield Spinner is the name of this Grasstrack. We got over 60 races to get through. It's going to be an incredible afternoon. And we're down in the pit lane now, and we're going to chat to a few of the riders before they actually go out and do their practice. One rider that we're going to speak to, he's just getting ready to go out to race, and that's Trevor Stewart. You've been racing now a long time, haven't you?
Well, I've been racing since 1976, but I've just had a 6-year break. I've got a pin in my leg where I broke it out in Massingham, Germany, so I'm just standing in for Tony Cook for a weekend.
So how many outings have you had recently? Was it his first one?
It's the first time on the bike since I broke my leg 6 years ago.
6 years ago? Are you a bit apprehensive going out?
Oh yeah. Only hope the bike starts, that's all.
And if all goes well, will you be coming back for a full season next year?
I don't know really. I might do a few meetings here and there, but I don't know if I can afford the time and everything to do a full season.
Well, it's great to see you back. I mean, that's 30 years since you first started?
Yeah, 30 years in, just August, just over 30 years. So.
Brilliant. Well, have a great day, and we'll look out for you in the results, see how you go.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much. Well, we stay with the 500 sidecars here. We got Kevin Bundock, and Kevin, you're going out racing. I've seen you on the solos as well, haven't I?
Yeah, that was maybe 20 years ago. I was on solos. I come back to the mechanic. It was Nick Radley. Nick and Sean Harvey put this bike together for me today. Just have a little ride, yeah. See how we get on.
What's this? I've heard. Is it your passenger? Is this your brother? Isn't it, Shane? Is this his first meeting on the 500 sidecars?
Yeah, it's Shane's first meeting. Shane was a pretty fast 250 rider a few years ago. Yeah, he's done the first practice and he's happy. Yeah, I think we'll be right.
So, what sort of advice do you give him?
More Craig's been helping him a bit. Craig Matheson's been helping him in the chair a bit because I didn't do a lot of chair riding. I've done a bit of riding on the handlebars, but yeah, we'll see how we get on.
And so yourself, are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been nice to say 17 years since I've been racing. Nice to have a little go round again, yeah.
Fantastic, great to see you on the track, and we'll look out for you in the results.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Cheers, Kevin. Well, we've spoken to Kevin, we now got Shane here, and a little bit different to a solo. Are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, I just had a first practice. Yeah, it's alright, it's good, yeah. Just getting used to the bike and everything, knowing where to turn it and everything else, but yeah, we're getting on. Should be
Are you going to be racing on a regular basis together next year if it's successful today?
Well, yeah, this is it. We both got the urge for it now. We've had one practice, and it was only supposed to be one meeting, but he's already said to me we might be racing next week, so...
Oh, you've already got the bug then, so good luck. And don't try and broadside round the corners because you're in the chair, mind.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you, Shane. Well, we now move on to the right-hand sidecars, and we've got Mark Warren here. And Mark, you're really getting good on these right-hand sidecars. I see more of your brother racing because obviously down in the southwest I do a lot of my commentating, but I'm looking forward to seeing you because since I last seen you I believe you've improved quite a bit.
Yeah, we come on quite well really. We've got a new bike this year and get on really well with a new passenger Martin. And it's all sort of come together, so it's quite nice, and yeah, we're doing quite well. I'm not going to say too much. Is
there a lot of competition between you and your brother when you meet?
Yeah.
There is.
We don't say that, but deep down we both want to beat each other, and it's nice, you know what I mean? But we both enjoy it when each other wins, you know what I mean? It's a good old pat on the back and that. And
how did you get into the sport then, the two of you?
Well, Dad used to do left-handed. He'd done it all the time. He's South Eastern Centre champion at one point.
Right.
And since then we didn't go left-handed, we just went right. So it's always been in the blood really. Grandparents done it as well. So
why did you not follow Dad into the left-handers then?
Honestly, I think they're dangerous, to be honest. So yeah, no, I prefer the right-handed. So I really enjoy that.
Well, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the racetrack because obviously I usually watch. Is it your older brother or younger?
Younger, but he looks older.
Very good. Will he be watching this, do you think?
He should have been here today racing really, but he's got something with the family. Someone's quite ill, so on his wife's side, so he's had to miss it today. It's a shame.
So instead he'll be watching you making these comments about him?
More than likely, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Right, we now move on to the solo boys, and we've got Ian Guttridge here, and well, Ian, have you been out for practice yet?
Yeah, I've been out twice actually. It was so good the first time I thought I'd better get another one in quick before it goes any worse, but yeah, it's very good, very good.
You've answered question 2 already.
I know, sorry.
No, seriously, so it looks good from the outside. So what's your comments about it? Fast out there?
Yeah, very fast. I think the only problem is he's going to be trying to keep inside the markers coming out the corners, because, as you'd appreciate, the straights are so fast. The corners are a bit not really big enough, if you know what I mean. And I think it's going to be a bit tight riding inside the markers. But
you might have to use your head instead of the throttle today, then.
But you can't. You've got to use your throttle on the straights. I mean, that's the problem. I appreciate what they say. Well, you've got to use your throttle, but if you don't keep it flat out down the straight, you're not going to get to the corner, are you? So it'll be interesting. Looks very good though, very good.
Now this is a big track, but I've heard, I wasn't there, but Worcester on a smaller track, you were red hot recently.
Yeah, I had a really good day, to be honest with you. We've had, I think, last 3 or 4 meetings has been really good. Before that, we've had a problem with the oil catcher. It's been actually not working properly. It's been filling up the crankcases and obviously flattening the motor off, and it's been really hard work. But we've had an oil catcher put on, and it's just made all the difference.
Yeah, I have noticed that you were not on the pace at a few meetings earlier on.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the stage. Well, to be honest with you, I've actually ordered a new 350 for next year. I've sold one of my pre-75s because I'm just not enjoying it. And the last 4 weeks, it's gone the other way. So
we'd be able to ride in 2 classes at the meetings to get your money's worth.
Well, 3, because I've got an upright as well. I bought a 4-valve upright, so I've got 3 bikes now. So yeah, I had 350s a couple of years ago and really enjoyed it, and I just want to get back to enjoying it, because at my time of life I need to be enjoying what I'm doing. So,
well, as you know very well, that I love watching you on a 350, especially when you go wide. You know, get your old leg out, come out right by the ropes, by the commentator's box.
Well, that's it. And also, if Bob's there, obviously you get on the video, you got a better chance if you obviously fill the screen up a bit. So
become a star of the show then.
Well, we do our best. We do our best.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's have some spectacular racing for Bob today and for the spectators, and we look forward to that.
Yeah, well, we'll do our best, and hopefully we'll have a good day. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Ian. Well, we're going to talk to a rider that I don't see ride very often. I've seen him ride a few times at Southern Centre Grasstrack Riders meetings, but up in the West Country we don't see too much of Rob Watts. And welcome to Danebury, and looking forward to today?
Yeah, got a couple of meetings left this year, so this is about my second to last one. So I want to try and do well here. Haven't had a very good season this year, but hopefully do all right here today. So.
You come from down in Kent, I believe, that way, somewhere in the southeast, don't you?
Yeah, down Ashford and Kent, yeah.
So to come up this way, it's quite a way to come up to Hampshire for you?
Yeah, about a couple of hours, same as Aylesbury here. About 2 hours, not too bad.
Tell us a bit about yourself. How long have you been racing?
This is my 3rd year now. I went straight in at 16 on 500s, and yeah, 18 now, so this will be my 3rd year, just finishing up now.
Are you pleased with the progress?
Yeah, come on quite a bit since I first started, so happy with that.
And what's your ambition on the grass tracks now then?
Win everything.
Well, yeah, that's a good ambition. Superb. What do you race?
500 solos.
Yeah, and what machine? Is it a Godden or?
Just got a BRM Jawa.
So have you been out for practice yet?
Yeah, been out twice, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a bit chalky, but it's alright.
Any stones out there?
A bit of chalk, but nothing too bad, I don't think. It's not flinty or anything, so that should be alright.
Fantastic. Well, we look forward to seeing you later on, and good luck getting the results today.
Yeah, okay, thanks very much.
Cheers, Rob.
Cheers.
One rider looking very relaxed. He's obviously just coming from practice. Is John Chaldecott, and John, you're obviously smiling. You look very relaxed. It's obviously to your liking out there.
It's pretty good. I like it. Got to fiddle with the gearing in a minute again, but good track, good size, good conditions, and yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Brilliant. I haven't seen so much of you racing this year. Have you not done so many meetings?
No, I haven't. This is my 2nd one this year, and I've been working in France, so I've been busy, and yeah, just wanted to get a couple in the end of the season, get back into it, and make a good start next year.
Well, down in southwest France, I believe they have quite a few grass tracks. You weren't tempted to take your bike over then?
Was tempted. Where's Marmande?
Well, our man on the DVD will be able to tell us that in a minute.
Oh, where is Marmande? All right.
Where's L'Oreal?
Pass. You should have said
Bordeaux, the famous winemaking area.
Oh, I'm in for that as well then. Yeah.
Well, you'll be able to, next year, take your bike and also sample the wine as well.
Yeah, I will do. Excellent. Well done.
So have you been racing about 5 years now? 6 years?
It's this is my 5th year. Yes. So I've done my apprenticeship. So I should get my finger out now. Really.
Brilliant. Well, have a great day today.
Thank you very much. Cheers. See you later.
Thank you, John.
Goodbye. Cheers.
I've got with me now one of the 250 riders, Ben Ilsley, and Ben has been making quite a lot of progress on the 250, but recently it was a bit about him may have to pack up because obviously not getting the sponsorship to cover the costs, because obviously it's quite costly. But everything okay these days now?
Yeah, I had a lot of sponsorship from Ben Rodwell. He's paid for a new set of forks, which is a tremendous help, so thanks Ben. Just overwhelmed with the support really. I mean, be able to keep racing. I love it. So
you're going to keep going now?
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 more left, and I'm actually doing a junior bonfire burn up as well. So that'd be good.
On the staying with the 250 for next year?
I'm not sure yet. I'll definitely keep it doing nationals, but don't know. Just got to try and stay on a bit more.
Now you've just come in from practice.
Yeah.
And how did you get on? All right. A bit tight corner. Someone said.
It's very rutty, but hopefully I put the roller out in a minute.
It looks very fast.
Yeah, it's a tremendous circuit. The club have done really well.
Brilliant. Now, I felt really sorry for you the other week. I saw you, your best race of the day. I forget where it was, at Bridgewater possibly, and you were leading, and you crashed out when you were in the front.
I just got a bit excited. I was in front, I think, and just slid off.
I felt really gutted for you because great, brilliant ride he's having, and down you went.
Yeah, well, just got to try and stay on today.
Brilliant. I'm sure you will. And what's the sort of main opposition in the 250s today?
All the big boys there, aren't they? Lee Street, Paul Simmons going really well, and Chris Steele as well.
We're going to have to go some today then?
It's just good experience riding them. Just if I can make the gate with them, and I'll give them a ride.
What do you do? Follow their line as you go in, so you can see what the best way to go?
Yeah. That's definitely. I just want to get out of the gate with them, really. If I can get out of the gate, I'll be happy with them.
Brilliant. Well, you're making a lot of progress, and keep it going.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Ben.
Takes rise, and away we go for our first 250. Paul Simmons gets a real flyer. Also there, James Peters there going well. He's number 45. Already James being overhauled, but Paul Simmons, number 31 from the Southeastern Centre, is out in the lead and leading this one on the first lap as they come around. Of course, different circuit today, which is going to be used a bigger circuit tomorrow. Paul Simmons in leads, in second place it's 1-2-2, Graeme Brown, then James Peters, followed by Ben Ilsley. That's the order. So, Paul Simmons is certainly dominated this first race and well clear. Graeme Brown there chasing in second place. James Peters, Ben Ilsley coming under pressure. And it's Dave Abbott who's moving up, number 62. 52 in fact today, normally rides 62. Riding number 52, on a BSA, would you believe. But number 31, heading for that final lap flag there as he starts his final lap. Still Graeme Brown second, a battle going on, and Dave Abbott goes out with the BSA. James Peters still third, Ben Ilsley fourth. And then a great scrap going on, 1-2-1 there. We haven't mentioned him. Samuel Brown also in there, battling away. Over the line they go. Paul Simmons wins, number 31. Graeme Brown gets second place. These two well clear of the third place rider, and that's James Peters. James Peters gets third place. Ben Ilsley fourth. Fifth was at number 9, and sixth was 1-2-1. The result of race number 1, a win for number 31, Paul Simmons. Second, 1-2-2, Graeme Brown. Third, number 45, James Peters. Fourth, number 54, Ben Ilsley. Fifth, number 9, Chris Bird. And in sixth place, number 1-2-1, Samuel Brown. Winning time 1 minute 36.88. 1 minute 36.88. The numbers are 31, 1-2-2, 45, 54, 9 and 1-2-1. Right, we're ready for race number 2 then. We stay with the 250s. Heat number 1, second leg. We got Lee Street in here, Chris Still, two of the top riders. Interesting one in here is Will Tustin, who finished second in the British ACU Pre-75 Championships 2 weeks ago. A mixture of different standards of riders in this one. And Chris Still was there, but Lee Street has gone into the lead. And it's the two boys from the Southeastern Centre that lead, and it looks like they're going to be the tough ones to beat, because we've seen Paul Simmons win the first race with ease, and we've got the Southeastern boys in this one again. We've got Lee Street, followed by Chris Still, second place. Then it's veteran Frank Yates, and then Will Tustin on that BSA, and then number 88, Peter Randall, new boy on the Grasstrack scene. Frank Yates has actually been racing for 40 years, while Will Tustin has been certainly racing for 30 plus years. So two veterans there. But it's the former British champion Lee Street who's got control of this race, being chased there by his friend Chris Still. And when you look at the fact that Lee Street, Chris Still and Paul Simmons look in a class of their own, I think that the battles today are going to be between the South Eastern Centre boys in the 250cc class. So on their final lap then, Lee Street is well clear of the biggest battle is between the two veterans, with Frank Yates and Will Tustin doing a wheel-to-wheel battle side by side here, with Frank Yates on the inside, Will Tustin on the outside. Great scrap going on between those two. Frank Yates, of course, also in recent years has raced in some of the European classic events, including going down to Australia and New Zealand on one occasion, I believe, a few years back. So Lee Street, Chris Still in second there. The result of race number 2, the 250s, and well, a win for number 75, Lee Street. Second, number 82, Chris Still. Third, number 4, Frank Yates. Fourth, number 80, Will Tustin. And fifth, number 88, Peter Randall. Winning time, 1 minute 39.99. 1 minute 39.99. The numbers were 75, 82, 4, 80 and 88. And then we now move on to the 350cc machines. Well, Bob Dolman, very experienced campaigner, has been racing for many years. Very much a specialist in the 350s. We've got Charlie Patterson, one of the main men, well, the main man in the Somerton Club. He's out on a jump. Bob Dolman gets a clear lead and flies away from the start there. Probably the most experienced and well-known rider in expert classes out there. Very quick contender for championships all around the UK. Bob Dolman then, who leads, specialises in the 350s these days. Mike Peters in second place, Graeme Pike in third, and then number 12, Chris Watts. Graeme Pike, brother of Eric, who we used to see racing on a regular basis in the Southern Centre, and even his father used to race back in the 1950s as well, Norman Pike. Now in front is Bob Dolman, clear lead from Mike Peters in second, Graeme Pike third. Then it's Chris Watts, number 12, and then a good battle going on there between Gordon Canning and Charlie Patterson there, battling it out. And bringing up the rear is a new boy who's come out of youth race, and that's Jake Cutler, one of the Cutlers, a lot of Cutlers on the scene at the moment down here in the Southern Centre. Bob Dolman is well clear and pulling away on his final lap. And Bob then heading for the checkered flag. So Bob Dolman then wins. Followed by 37 Mike Peters, then number 7 Graeme Pike. Followed by number 12 Chris Watts. And that battle's raging. Who's going to get that fifth place? Well, I think it was Charlie Patterson. We'll check with the lap scorers there. Very close indeed. The result, a win for number 10, Bob Dolman. And I hope you haven't done what I do. I tend to remember their numbers and put down the number they normally ride. And of course, he's not number 16 today, he's number 10. So Bob Dolman, the winner there, number 10. In second place, number 37, Mike Peters. Third, number 7, Graeme Pike. Fourth, number 12, Chris Watts. Fifth, number 48, Charlie Patterson. Sixth, number 52, Gordon Fennings. And in 7th place, number 16, Jake Cutler. Winning time, 1 minute 32.50. 1 minute 32.50. Now the riders coming out to the line there. We've got Scott Broad, in addition to the programme in this one, from Hereford. former Swindon Speedway junior from about 15 years ago. Hasn't had too many outings on the grass tracks this year. Good to see him down here. One of the quickest 350 boys is number 82, Barry Powell. And of course we got the young lady in this one, Teri Massingham, also very quick in the 350s. And the South Western Centre champion, John Shanes. He's just retained his championship, in fact. He won the title last year and he's won that again. So battle up there, the 141 by Tuckey, not really get the bike going. Away they go, Teri Massingham gets a good start, but it's Scott Broad who's hit the front first. Scott Broad then into the first turn. Barry Powell's left back in third place, so Barry Powell now with work to do because Teri Massingham is up there in the second place, and young Teri closing in on Scott Broad. Now the South Western champion, John Shanes, he's in fourth place, but at the moment it's Scott Broad from Hereford who leads down the hill. Barry Powell up to the inside line, he comes through on the inside of Teri Massingham, and then it's John Shanes followed by Ricky Gregory there. That's 239. Now Barry Powell's up on the back of Scott Broad. He looks at the inside line. They're side by side. They're both from the Western Centre, the ACU Centre, and Barry Powell comes through on the inside of Scott Broad. So Barry Powell then leads, Scott Broad second, Teri Massingham third, John Shanes fourth, and Ricky Gregory in fifth place. That's the order. And Barry Powell, superb ride there, coming through the pack from the third spot. First of all taking Teri, then getting the better of Scott Broad, and he's really flying here. Be interested to compare his time with Bob Dolman. So Barry Powell then in the lead. Scott Broad still holding that second place. Teri Massingham third, no change there. And another race being won by a clear leader. This time it's going to be Barry Powell. The young man from Cinderford to Forest of Dean wins race number 4. Scott Broad gets second. Teri Massingham's going to get third. John Shanes fourth, and Ricky Gregory fifth. The result of race number 4, we stayed with the 350s, and it was a win for number 82, Barry Powell. Second, 150, Scott Broad. Third, 213, Teri Massingham. Fourth, 193, John Shanes. And in fifth place, number 239, Ricky Gregory. Winning time, and much quicker than the previous race, 1 minute 27.52.
It was 137.
Sorry, I've got a mistake here. It was 137, so it's actually slower. 137.52. Right, we move on then to race 5, and the pace hots up now because we're on with the 500 solos. One addition here, Kevin Beer is out in this one. That's the rider from Kent. We got the Masters champion here, Andrew Appleton. Off the line to go, and it's Andrew Appleton who gets a good start. Charlie Saunders also got off the line very quickly indeed, and Charlie Saunders from 90 near Swindon, he got second place. But it's Andrew Appleton out in front. Now Andrew looks in very, very quick. He's going to be one of the contenders for the big Damebury Aces meeting tomorrow. So Andrew Appleton in number 4 leads. Charlie Saunders in second. Then it's Adam Filmer, number 24. Adam's also had a bit of speedway experience. But out in front it's Andrew Appleton. This year concentrating on the grass tracks and long tracks rather than riding regular basis in the speedway. Of course, a former Reading racer and Oxford Newport speedway rider. And now you've got to say one of the best riders in the UK and on the continent as well. And good to see him here, racing here, and he's got one lap to go. Andrew Appleton then leads. Charlie Saunders in second place. And then up into third place, it's Rory Carveill, followed by Rob Watts, and then number 32, Neil Warner, and then Richard Cooper, number 37. Kevin Beer then just goes over the line just as our winner comes in, Andrew Appleton. 20 25, Charlie Saunders gets second. Rory Carveill third. Rob Watts fourth. Fifth place to number 32, Neil Warner. And sixth place, number 37, Richard Cooper. That just leaves one rider to come in. That's number 51, Kevin Beer. The result of race number 5, the first of the 500s, a win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. In second place, number 25, Charlie Saunders. Third was number 36, Rory Carveill. Fourth, number 13, Rob Watts. Then in fifth place, number 32, Neil Warner. Sixth was number 37, Richard Cooper. And seventh, number 51, Kevin Beer. Winning time, 1 minute 28.16. 1 minute 28.16. Additions in the programme here are 167, Paul Cooper, and number 71, Barry Woodruff. Now we've got Bob Ruffle here doing the DVDs, official DVD for today, and another one for tomorrow. And we did quite a few interviews in the pits before the meeting started, so an ideal present for Christmas. So pop along, get your official DVD. Here we go then. This is race number 6. Off the line they go. Well, as they come round towards us then, here in race number 6, heat 1, leg 2 of the 500s. And one rider who's pulled well clear of everybody else is Simon Cohu from the Channel Islands. Gordon Fennings is back out, he's in second place. And behind Gordon Fennings, it's veteran Barry Woodruff, the chairman of the Bristol Grass Racing Combine. They recently put a successful meeting on up at Allington. Simon Cohu, well clear, Gordon Fennings, then Barry Woodruff, then Keith Snelling, then followed by Kieron Davidson and John Chaldecott, who's only had a couple of outings so far this year. And then it is number 67, 167 in fact, that's Paul Cooper. And Simon Cohu comes down. Will he be able to get going and hold his first place? It's going to be very, very close. He looks over his shoulder and he's got there. What about that? He still managed to win. He remounted and still won the race. But of course, they got one more lap. I was getting excited there, wasn't I? And I thought that was it. So Simon Cohu is heading for that checkered flag. Look at the leg trailing style as he goes around that top corner. Simon Cohu then wins from Gordon Fennings, then Barry Woodruff, followed by Keith Snelling, Kieron Davidson, and John Chaldecott. And we just wait for Paul Cooper to come round. It's a win for number 60, Simon Cohu. Second, number 52, Gordon Fennings. Third, number 71, Barry Woodruff. In fourth place, number 44, Keith Snelling. Fifth, number 53, Kieron Davidson. Sixth place, number 67, John Chaldecott. And in seventh place, 167, Paul Cooper. Winning time, 1 minute 43.84. 1 minute 43.84. Race number 7, we stay with the 500 solos. One addition, 91, Rod Malcolm. Well, Rocket Rod Malcolm has had the distinction of winning holding all centre championships at one point a couple of years ago. Wessex Centre, Southwestern and Southern. I think that was 3, maybe 4 years ago that was the case. And it'd be good to watch his leg trailing antics around here. Very quick contender. Good to see Ashley Denham back out on the track as well. Rocket Rod Malcolm gets the lead then. David Trickey also getting a good start as well. Rod Malcolm then goes down the hill. He's about to come under pressure though, and Rod Malcolm leads. Goes wide. Now look at the style there as he leg trails around that corner, comes down to hold the straight. And second place it is number 81, Ashley Denham. It's great to see Ashley Denham back on the track because he was making real good progress, and then he disappeared off the scene. But good to see him back on the track again. Was the Denham family well known? Rod Malcolm then leads. So Rocket Rod Malcolm out then from Ashley Denham. Then number 152 Aaron Vale. David Tricky there, remounting and with work to do now after such a good start. One lap to go for Rod Malcolm. Ashley Denham still second. Then 152 Aaron Vale, followed by number 83 in fourth place. That's Stephen Gale. And in fifth place it's 124 David Tricky. So we didn't have Mike Webster or Paul Crawford out in this one. No Rob Meyer, so a few missing from the lineup here. The result of race number 7, a win for 91, Rod Malcolm. Second, and number 82. 81, I should say, Ashley Denham. 152, Aaron Vale. Then it was 83, Stephen Gale. And in fifth place, 124, David Tricky. The winning time, 1 minute 35.82. 1 minute 35.82. Right as they come down the home straight then, and it is leading the way. Number 18. And Matt Budd comes to a halt here in front of us. So bad luck there for the Bristol rider who pulls up in front of us here at the commentary box. It is 188 Mark Ferry who is our leader. Phil Spencer in second place, Dean Cutler in third. Then we got Rob Snow in fourth, followed by 208 Chris Gregory, and behind him is 239 Ricky Gregory. Well, Mark Ferry well clear. So 188 then on to his final lap. Phil Spencer going very, very wide. Dean Cutler chasing him. The two Southern Centre boys there having a battle. Then Rob Snow and the Gregorys having a battle at the back as well. Phil Spencer then being chased by Dean Cutler for that second place. 188 then Mark Ferry. And Phil Spencer goes wide. Dean Cutler looks at the inside line. It's going to be very, very close. Over the line they go. Dean Cutler gets there. Phil Spencer gets second. Rob Snow third. In fourth place, 208 Chris Gregory. And then it was 239. The result of race number 8, a win for 188, Mark Ferry. In second place, number 180, just on the line, Dean Cutler. In third place, 921, Phil Spencer. Fourth, 189, Rob Snow. Fifth was 208, Chris Gregory. Sixth, 239, Ricky Gregory. The winning time, 1 minute 35.26. 1 minute 35.26. Race number 9 and race number 10, the 500 sidecars, are going to be combined, and there'll be no final later on. It will be done on points. It'll be on points for the 500 sidecars now. So later on, you'll be able to delete the final. So we got all the 500 sidecars out for race 9 and race 10. Off the line they go. Dean Norton got a good start, and Andy Colvin on the outside. as they come round towards us, but it was a very good start there by Dean Norton, and he holds the lead. Also number 8 Andy Kerrison and Richard Phillimore going well there, getting very time for second place. Andy Kerrison goes wide. And now we have a 3-rider battle moving up there. We have a tremendous scrap going on for second place. Dean Norton doesn't realise what's going on behind him, that's for sure. And Dean Norton leads at 77 and 78. Trevor Stewart and Kevin Bundock there battling it out. So tremendous racing going on there. They start to spread themselves out now. Dean Norton there, keeping that lead. He's about to come under pressure from Trevor Stewart. Andy Kerrison, of course, dropped back into 4th place. Pub landlord, local boy from Denham, Hampshire, Peter Langren at the back. We've lost one of them's gone out. And Andy Kerrison now moves up into 2nd place. Dean Norton then wins, Andy Kerrison gets 2nd. In 3rd place it was Trevor Stewart and Peter Langren in 4th. So the 5th one coming in now. So that's Kevin and Shane Bundock. The result, a win for number 150, Dean Norton and Andy Colvin. 2nd place, number 8, Andy Kerrison and Richard Phillimore. 3rd, number 77, Trevor Stewart, and we believe it was Darren Sargent in the chair. In 4th place, number 83, Pete Langren and Carl Langren. And in 5th place, number 78, Kevin and Shane Bundock. Winning time, 1 minute 42.74. 1 minute 42.74. Attention paddock, the 4th round of the 4th heat of the 4th leg, I should say, of the 500 sidecars will be where it says final in the programme. Here we go then, this is the left-hand sidecars, off the line they go for their first race, and it's a totally different style. Of course, years ago, it was going back, I'm talking sort of 50, 60 years plus, there used to be all left-hand sidecars at one point. Number 78, Rory. So they come down at home straight away. 142 it is. That's Teri Nicholas and Michael Raymond with a good start there. They lead. Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark on the outfit in 2nd, but it is the Welsh boys who are well clear at the moment. Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark holding 2nd. And well clear at the moment of the 3rd place one. So Teri Nicholas and Michael Raymond then lead, followed by 151 Colin Hilton, Graeme Hilton, and then it's number 72 Glyn Drake and Marcus Phillips, the other Welsh boys, and then Chris Downs and Paul Stibitz, and that's the leaders. So, 1 lap to go for number 142. Well, no change then as the leaders head for the checkered flag. 142, Teri Nicholas and Michael Raymond, the former British champions. They're well clear. Good to see the left-hand sidecars back here. Good to see the different styles there, comparing the right-hand and the left-hand sidecars, of course. 2nd place, 151, Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark, and then it was 72, Glyn Drake and Marcus Phillips, followed by Chris Downs and Paul Stibitz. The result, a win for 142, Teri Nicholas and Michael Raymond. 2nd, 151, Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark. 3rd, number 72, Glyn Drake and Marcus Phillips. In 4th place, number 114, Chris Downs and Paul Stibritz. Winning time 1 minute 47.69. The numbers were 142, 151, 72 and 114, and again that time 1 minute 47.69. So the riders then come into line for our first right-hand sidecar race of the day. And in fact, Chris Cooper gets a bad start. He managed to get going again, but very slow off the line. Of course, Chris being the local boy, was quite heavily involved in pre-75 sidecars a few years ago, but we haven't seen Chris for a while. So then, race number 12, then they come round towards us. This is leg one of the sidecars. Well, Steph Bly and Jason Gill are leaders. They're from Leicester. Again, we don't see that outfit down here too much in the southern centre. So it's good to see Steph Bly and Jason Gill, and they're well clear in their first race here. Then we got 44 in second place. That's Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. Darryl Sweetland from Wimborne, so almost local on local turf. Then it's Lee Jones and Steve Henderson from the South Midlands Centre. And then it's Phil Sims with Daniel Bray in the chair from Fradden down in Cornwall. So those are the leading outfits. But well clear is Steph Bly and Jason Gill, pulling away all the time. A battle developing there for second place. Phil Sims out on his own there in fourth. And at the back there is number 48, Chris Cooper. I think Chris is actually on that pre-75 machine he used to race. Steph Bly then takes a checkered flag. 44 there, just held that second place right on the line. Ahead of number 3, Lee Jones. Phil Sims comes in, and we just wait then for the local veteran. The result, a win for number 30, Steph Bly and Jason Gill. In second place, number 44, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. Third place, number 3, Lee Jones and Steve Henderson. Fourth was number 8, Phil Sims and Mark Truscott. And in fifth place, number 48, was Chris Cooper. Winning time, 1 minute 43.09. Right on the line there, race 13. And we just got 4 outfits out this time. They come down towards us then. And Mark Warren and Martin Smith, I should say, are the leaders. Now they've really made some progress, this outfit. They're really making progress, that's for sure. Paul Whitelam Jr., that's the younger of the Whitelams, he's in second place with Alan Elliott in the chair. But certainly Mark Warren and Martin Smith, the big fellow, making tremendous progress. Number 52 is Lester Page and Paddy Monk. They're in third place. And then it's Mark Heatley and Adrian Safras in that fourth place. I see that's a new passenger I see for Mark Heatley since I last seen him in action. 1 lap to go. And Mark Warren and Martin Smith well clear of Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott. Would you believe it, after all the rain that we've had, we actually got a little bit of dust kicking up, which is unbelievable, because it was almost underwater here the other day, I've been told. So checkered flag then. So win for 306. The result, a win for 306, Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Second, 192, Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott. Third, number 52, Lester Page and Paddy Monk. Fourth, 124, Mark Heatley and Adrian Sarfas. Winning time, 1 minute 38.04. 1 minute 38.04. Well, it looks like there's only actually one vintage rider anyway, which will be Steve Matthews in the next race. Tustin up there in second place. I mentioned earlier, recently took second place in the British ACU Championship. Charlie Patterson comes on the inside of him. These two usually have a big battle. Dave Abbott back in fourth place, the chairman of the Swindon Grass Racing Combine. But it's Trevor Pegler, another member of the Swindon Club, out in front. And Rob Snow having a battle there at the back. We just lost one rider. And at the back is number 59 there, which is Edward Sims. Trevor Pegler then still leads, but up in the second place is Dave Abbott. Dave Abbott goes wide, but he's got the better of Charlie Patterson. Then Will Tustin dropping back, then it's Rob Snow. And just Edward Sims, the other rider circulating. But it is Trevor Pegler out on his own and clear lead here. Trevor transferred to the 375 not that long ago from the modern classes, and looking good here. Dave Abbott rides in many different classes, in fact. And Dave Abbott usually riding under the number 62 number, but today riding number 25. Trevor Pegler then, and in fact Dave Abbott's got number 52 on his machine today. Right, let's give you the result. Race 14, and well, a win for number 61, Trevor Pegler. In second place, he must have put his numbers on back to front, because in your programme it will say number 25, Dave Abbott. Well, in fact, he was out there as number 52, but that was Dave Abbott definitely in second place. In third place, number 48, Charlie Patterson. Fourth was number 80, Will Tustin. Fifth, 189, Rob Snow. Sixth was number 59, Edward Sims. And the winning time, 1 minute 46.66. 1 minute 46.66. Right, moving on to race 15, the second of the vintage and pre-75s. Number 77, former AMCA British champion, John Underwood. Now there's a famous old machine. What about this? Number 29, Steve Matthews, on a dirt track Douglas, made in the Kingswood factory in Bristol back in the 1920s. In fact, one of the original machines used on the grass tracks. In fact, the first picture in my book that's on sale on Bob's table is actually a picture of a Douglas coming off the line at Swansea. Here we go, and on the outside, Ian Guttridge gets an absolute flyer. So Ian Guttridge, another former British champion. So Ian Guttridge and John Underwood, two British champions out there doing battle. And also we've got Ian Guttridge goes wide, right out wide, and the battle's on there. 364 is the rider battling with us, that's David Needham. And look and listen to the sound of this machine, this Douglas, very rare Grasstrack machine. Giving you a bit of a demonstration there. It's great to see the battles on up front. because, well, Ian Guttridge on the outside, David Needham on the inside, John Underwood has no answer to them. Then Ian Warner, number 68. Now, Ian's been racing 30 years at least. And just look at that Douglas going round. Pure nostalgia here. They're going to have a Tiger and the tank coming by now, because here comes Ian Guttridge and David Needham. David Needham's got a better off him, number 364. Ian Guttridge moves ahead. Ian Guttridge was telling us on the interview for the official DVD that he's got his bike sorted out and he's going a lot quicker now than he was earlier in the season. And he proves that by takes a checkered flag. David Needham gets second place. John Underwood gets third. Probably ought to put John Underwood as red hot favourite before the race, but you have no answer to the front two. He takes third place. Then it's Ian Warner, number 68. In fifth place. Of course, the vintage would be split from the points to the pre-75s. The result, a win for number 74, Ian Guttridge. Second, 364, David Needham. Third, number 77, John Underwood. Fourth, 68, Ian Warner. And fifth, number 29, Steve Matthews. Winning time, 1 minute 45.71. 1 minute 45.71. Well, we've got Lloyd Barrett out in this one, number 23, son of the Wayne Barrett, the well-known Wayne Barrett. We've got number 13, Nathan Stoneman, the mascot at Plymouth Speedway, and also the son of Phil Stoneman. His grandfather, Colin, used to race way, way back in time. We've got one youngster here with a problem of getting that bike going. Jack Nelson there, in addition to the programme. Looks like his bike's stalled. One of the marshals there trying to get him, pushing him off. And he's off the racing line, so I think obviously he looking around to see if he can get some help. Is there somebody help push him off? I think they're going to go. Well, they've gone, so they're away, and it is Lloyd Ballard who hits the front first. And the red flag has gone out and the race has been stopped there. I think he's coming to have a word with the dad, because I think he stopped the race not because of the rider, no, it's because Dad was running down the track when the race got away. We've got one more coming down. Lloyd Barrett nearest to the outside here, number 23. Josh Dingle also in this one, Cornishman Josh Dingle. We've got Nathan Stoneman, Tyler Govia, also Lee Cutler, another one of the Cutler brigade coming on the scene. Lloyd Barrett gets a good start. Josh Dingle on the inside of him. And it's Josh Dingle takes the lead. Lloyd Barrett goes back into second place, so it's the two Cornish boys out in front. So, number 17, Josh Dingle leads Lloyd Barrett, number 23. Then we've got Tyler Govia, followed by Nathan Stoneman. Well, Lloyd Barrett's not letting Josh Dingle get away. Nathan Stoneman now coming under pressure from Tyler Govia. They go past the back marker, and Lloyd Barrett then has now got ahead. And the two Cornish boys having a tremendous battle out front. So Lloyd Barrett, followed by Josh Dingle, and Tyler Govia, and Nathan Stoneman's next, and then it's number 1, Lee Cutler, Number 33 there, new boy on the scene, Jack Nelson. And Jack Jones comes down over the line. Dad, well-known helper of Glenn Cunningham. His grandfather used to be a speedway promoter. There's the checkered flag. Lloyd Barrett wins. Josh Dingle second. Tyler Govia third. Then Lee Cutler getting the better there of Nathan Stoneman. The result of the first of the youth ones at race 16. Win for number 23, Lloyd Barrett. Second, number 17, Josh Dingle. Third, number 6, Tyler Govia. Fourth, number 1, Lee Cutler. Fifth, number 13, Nathan Stoneman. Followed by number 9, Jack Jones. Number 7, Billy Milton. And number 33, Jack Nelson. Winning time, 1 minute 58.74. 1 minute 58.74. The numbers are 23, 17, 6, 1, 13, 9, 7 and 33. 1 minute 58.74 that winning time. This is the inters, the intermediates now, race number 17. Off the line they go, and it looks problems there for number 5. And it looks like, he looked to his shoulder. 3 riders have some problems there on the start line. Matthew Saul then comes back in. He's an addition to the programme. In fact, a few additions here, because if you came in late, the additions are 30 Richard Andrews, 8 Stephan Maunder, 15 Danny Stoneman, 181 Matthew Saul, and number 6 Harry Betteridge. But I don't think they're all out. In fact, so we're just waiting there. Chesney Kings, they try to sort his bike out. They can't sort it out. They can't get it going. So bad luck there for the young man from Cornwall out there on the infield. Matthew Saul holds back, hoping that they can get it bike going. And in fact, he has got it going. That's good news. And again, no, it's stopped again, I think. Yes. Yeah, no, he's got it going. It's okay. So that's a bit of luck. So the riders come up there. Matthew Saul doing the gentleman thing there and holding back for the young Cornishman. Right, here we go. Off the line they go, and well, very competitive class indeed. This is the intermediates. As you can see, they're all bunched up. There's riders changing places in the second, third, fourth and fifth as they sort themselves out. And tremendous race in the inters. This is the future of Grasstrack, and they're really looking good. Stephanie King leads, followed by Stephan Maunder. Harry Betteridge. I haven't seen Harry ride before, but he's mixing it well with these boys, that's for sure. Chesney King slowing down over on the far side from us here in the commentary box, and he will be under pressure very, very shortly. But it's Cornwall's Chesney King leading. Stephan Maunder in second place. Number 30 and number 6 Richard Andrews and Harry Betteridge there doing the chasing. Chesney King then leads from number 8 Stephan Maunder, then number 30 Richard Andrews, followed by Harry Betteridge. Well, we seem to have quite a few actually missing from the race here in race 17. Number 5 takes the victory, followed by 8. And look at that battle going on for third place. Who's going to get there? Number 30 it is. Richard Andrews gets that third place ahead of Harry Betteridge. The result, a win for number 5, Chesney King. Second, number 8, Stephan Maunder. Third, number 30, Richard Andrews. Fourth place, number 6, Harry Betteridge. Winning time, 1 minute 45.63. 1 minute 45.63. 0.63. We've heard in the left-hand sidecars there is actually a change. One of the passengers, that is the passenger to Glyn Drake, number 72, is in fact Mick Arling. Mick Arling is the passenger. He was due to ride with 113 Michael Downs, who's now a non-starter. So Mick Arling is the passenger to Glyn Drake. Well, race 18, this is the cadets and the auto cadets. I'm not sure whether they're just doing 3 laps or whether they're doing a full 4 laps. We'll wait and see here. Quite a big circuit for the youngsters. Off the line they go. We got one rider who didn't get off the line. Mr. Ruffle there, helping him get away. That was number 77, Owen Woodley, who was having a problem starting. Two riders are broken away from the rest here. And of course you have to remember that the cadets and the auto cadets are in the same race. And look at this battle going on as they come down the home straight, and it is Zach Wajtknecht and James Shanes side by side. Then it's 112 Ashton Webb, who's an auto cadet. 21 Sam Ridley it is in that next place. But that was a great first lap, side by side. But it is James Shanes, number 93, who's taken over the lead and pulling away. Son of John Shanes. Then we got Zach Wajtknecht, son of another former rider, Kevin, racing with his famous old number 109. Then it's Ashton Webb, who's been doing very, very well in the auto cadet classes this year. Then 21 Sam Ridley. Then 82 Callum Walker. James Shanes in with 1 lap to go. Well, the riders getting pretty well spread out here now on this big circuit for the little cadets and auto cadets. Ashton Webb starts his final lap ahead of number 21 Sam Ridley. Then it's 82 Callum Walker. And there goes the winner. There he is, 93 James Shanes then, taking the checkered flag. Race number 18 then, the cadets and the auto cadets. Our Lady Joe will be sorting out the points because they will be separated later on, but for your result there in the programme, it's a win for 93 James Shanes, second 109 Zach Wajtknecht, third was 112 Ashton Webb, the first one of the autos, fourth place was 21, fifth 82 and sixth number 6. Winning time 1 minute 59.93. On we go with the 250s for their heat 2. Graham Brown, Chris Still in this one, 2 of the quicker contenders. Chris Still took a second place in his first outing, so did Graham Brown. It means that Paul Simmons and Lee Street, the winners of the first legs, will go head-to-head in the next race. Will Tustin got a good start on the BSA, but already been overhauled. And Chris Still leads, but Graham Brown comes up the inside and says, I'm coming into the lead. So Graham Brown now leads. So Graham Brown just ahead of Chris Still. Willie Tustin in third place. And Chris Still's not going to give up. Side by side, Chris Still comes back in the lead. Best race of the day so far. Then Ilsley in fourth. So Chris Bird there at the back, but well, Graham Brown now pulling ahead of Chris Still. So tremendous scrap going on between these boys. So Graham Brown leads, Chris Still in second, Will Tustin in third. Ben Ilsley doing well, closing in on Will Tustin, and then Chris Bird at the back. That's the order. But it looks like Graham Brown has taken control now of race number 19. And it looks like he's going to add a win to his second place because the yellow and black flag being shown. On to the final lap he goes then. Graeme Brown from Bristol. Good start, but dropping back. And now look at the battle as Ben Ilsley overhauls Will Tustin and moves up into that third place. So Graeme Brown then, the leader. He takes a checker flag. Chris Still gets second. Ben Ilsley holds on for third and Will Tustin in fourth. Race number 19, a win for 122 Graeme Brown. Second at number 82, Chris Still. Third, 54, Ben Ilsley. Fourth, number 80, Willie Tustin. And in fifth place, number 9, Chris Bird. The numbers were 122, 82, 54, 80, and number 9 was how they finished in race 19. We got bad luck for Dave Abbott. He's just blown his second motor in 3 weeks. In fact, that's the end of his racing season, so bad luck there for the real character there, Dave Abbott. That's really bad news for him. Away they go. Off the line, and it is Paul Simmons and Lee Street. Paul Simmons leads, Lee Street in second place. Well, like I said, Paul's quicker time in that first race. They both had race wins, but Lee Street is right there with it. These two pulled away. Look, they're real tremendous battle going on here. Looks like Lee Street's going to try the outside line. Is he going to switch to the inside? He does switch to the inside. They come down the home straight away, and he's into the lead. Lee Street then leads. Paul Simmons in second place. Then it's Frank Yates in third, followed by James Peters in fourth. Then number 121 Samuel Brown. And at the back it's number 88 Peter Randall. But Paul Simmons is not going to give up, and he chases Lee Street. And two of the quickest 250s in the country doing battle here at Danebury. Lee Street out in the front and leading. The former British champion now starting slimy to pull away from Paul Simmons. Veteran Frank Yates there in third place. Then it's James Peters, followed by 121 Samuel Brown. And then the local boy Peter Randall at the back. No relation, of course, to the famous Pete Randall, who raced in the 60s and 70s. The Lee Street then, with 1 lap to go. Paul Simmons still keeping a watching brief and trying to chase him. Still Frank Yates for no change. James Peters is next. Then Samuel Brown. Mike doesn't sound too healthy there. And then it's number 88, Peter Randall. 75, Lee Street takes the checkered flag in race number 20. Paul Simmons gets second place. We wait then for Frank Yates. He's going to get that next spot. Frank Yates then gets third place. James Peters is fourth. The result, a win for number 75, Lee Street. Second, number 31, Paul Simmons. Third, number 4, Frank Yates. Fourth, number 45, James Peters. Fifth, 121, Samuel Brown. Sixth, number 88, Peter Randall. And the winning time, 1 minute 37.45. 1 minute 37.45. Start there from Graeme Pike, but already overhauled. 2 riders coming through. So they come down the home straight, and it is Mike Peters who leads. Barry Powell in second, Graeme Pike third, Teri Massingham fourth, being hounded by John Shanes. Then number 12, Chris Watts. That's the order. But this is interesting. Mike Peters ahead of Barry Powell, winner first time out, not making any impression at the moment on Mike Peters. Mike Peters then clear on Barry Powell. Graeme Pike still going well in third. John Shades has pulled clear of Teri Massingham, and now number 12, Chris Watts, is closing in on Teri and taking the inside line against Teri Massingham. That's where the battle is at the moment as number 12, Chris Watts, comes through on the inside of Teri Massingham. Teri seems to be slowing. On to the final lap, still Mike Peters, Barry Powell keeping a watching brief, tucking in behind. Then it's Graeme Pike. And it looks like Mike Peters is slowing down. Barry Powell comes alongside, it's wheel to wheel as they go into the final two corners. Can Mike Peters hold him off? Mike Peters on the inside, Barry Powell on the outside. It's going to be a battle to the checkered flag. Barry Powell switches to the inside. They come down side by side on the checkered flag. Oh, what about that? Barry Powell right on the line. Tremendous racing there from both Barry Powell and Mike Peters. The result of race number 21, a win for number 82, Barry Powell. Second, number 37, Mike Peters. Third, number 7, Graeme Pike. Fourth, 193, John Shanes. Fifth, number 12, Chris Watts. In sixth place, 213, Teri Massingham. And in seventh, number 16, Jake Cutler. Winning time, 1 minute 35.96. 1 minute 35.96. Gets a good start on the outside there, sweeps into that first turn and pulls away. Really is a class act, as you can see as he goes down the back straight, well clear already of the rest of the riders here. So Bob Dolman out in front, followed by Mike Tuckey. Mike Tuckey having a good ride here. Scott Broad there, chasing in third place. Wow, just look at the lead there that Bob Dolman's got. He's got it well clear. Mike Tuckey, Scott Broad, then Gordon Fennings, then is Charlie Patterson, then Ricky Gregory in that order. One lap to go for Bob Dolman here in race number 22. Scott Broad is moving up. He's moved up in second place ahead of Mike Tuckey. And look at the battle going on. Ricky Gregory comes by two riders. Charlie Patterson losing out there, and Gordon Fennings as Ricky Gregory moves up. Here comes the leader. The checkered flag goes out there to Bob Dolman, number 10. And it looks like 141 has got the better of Scott Broad again. He has 141, then Mike Tuckey, then is Scott Broad. 150, then Ricky Gregory, followed by Charlie Patterson. A win then for race 22 for number 10, Bob Dolman. Second, 141, Mike Tuckey. Third, 150, Scott Broad. Fourth, 239, Ricky Gregory. Fifth, number 48, Charlie Patterson. And in sixth place, 52 I should say, Gordon Fennings. The winning time, 1 minute 35.35. 1 minute 35.35. Back we go to the 500s. Well, race 23, we've got Andrew Appleton back out, number 4. Also in this, Rod Malcolm, winner of his first heat. We got youngster Charlie Saunders out on the line. Off the line they go. And it is Andrew Appleton. Charlie Saunders gets a good start. So does Rod Malcolm. Charlie Saunders up in the second place. Loses out. Charlie goes wide. And three-rider battle. But while this is all going on, Rod Malcolm comes through in the second place. But out front it is the master, the British Master champion, Andrew Appleton. He's absolutely flying, limbering up, ready for the big one tomorrow. The Damebury Aces, Ron Malcolm in second. Then it's 1, 2, 4, David Trickey. And behind David Trickey, Charlie Saunders. The quick start in Charlie Saunders. Charlie comes on the inside of David Trickey. David went quite wide there, he's let him in. Andrew Appleton then looks over his shoulder, checks where the opposition is. Here comes the opposition. Down the home straight is Ron Malcolm, followed by Charlie Saunders, then David Trickey. Then we have 152 Aaron Vale. Then 51 the Kent boy Kevin Beer. 1 lap to go for Andrew Appleton. Battle going on for second place. Ron Malcolm goes wide. And he's let Charlie Saunders in for second place. Now I think Ron Malcolm will fight back. We'll see if he does. The young pretender getting the better there of the more experienced Ron Malcolm. Remember, it's not long since Charlie Saunders came out of youth racing. And he's got the better of Ron Malcolm as they come down for checkered flag. Charlie Saunders gets second place. Ron Malcolm's third. Who's going to get fourth? It's very, very close. Well, that was very close. 152. Aaron Vale just beating on the line. 124. David Trickey. David went right back there into 5th place. Kevin Beer gets 6. Race number 23, a win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. Second, number 25, Charlie Saunders. Third, 91, Ron Malcolm. Fourth, 152, Aaron Vale. Fifth, 124, David Trickey. And then it was in 6th place, number 51, Kevin Beer. Winning time, 1 minute 30.64. 1 minute 30.64. Away they go from the Fates. Got a good start there for comeback man Ashley Denham. Well, it's very, very close indeed up front. We have 4 riders breaking away from the rest as they come down that home straight. 36 and 24 it is. So 36 there is Rory Carveill, 24 Adam Filmer. So Rory Carveill and Adam Filmer going head to head, battling wheel to wheel. So they pull away from Ashley Denham. Well, 36, Rory Carveill, followed by Adam Filmer, who was getting pretty much out of shape on that last bend. Then it's Ashley Denham, and behind Ashley Denham it's Rob Watts. That's the leaders. And now Rory Carveill starting to pull away. So Rory Carveill now well clear. On to his final lap, followed by Adam Filmer. Then Ashley Denham, number 81. Then it's number 13, Rob Watts, followed by 83, Stephen Gale. Then number 37, Richard Cooper. Checker flag goes then to number 36, Rory Carveill, followed by 24, Adam Filmer. 81, Ashley Denham gets third. 4th place to Rob Watts. 5th, Stephen Gale. And in 6th place, Richard Cooper. The result, a win for number 36, Rory Carveill. In 2nd place, number 24, Adam Filmer. 3rd, 81, Ashley Denham. 4th place to number 13, Rob Watts. 5th was number 83, Stephen Gale. 6th, number 37, Richard Cooper. Winning time, 1 minute 35.36. 1 minute 35.36. Well, we got Simon Cohu out here. He, remember, he won one of his early races after falling and remounting. We've got also Matt Bird, a very quick young man from Bristol who's been doing some time trials, who's come into Grasstrack this year. Very quick, number 366. But engine failure on the line here in his first race. Phil Spencer, always good entertainment is Phil. Good to watch, very exciting rider. So here we go, good start on the outside for 208, Chris Gregory. It is Simon Cohu who pulls into the lead. One rider pulling on the infield, problems for one rider. Simon Cohu pulling well clear but chasing back and goes up into the top corner. Just look at the leg trailing style. See, winds that throttle on. Simon Cohu, they're pulling away already. Chris Gregory, Matt Budd goes by Chris Gregory, then it's Phil Spencer, then Rob Snow, and then Kieron Davidson in that order. And well, tremendous racing there down in the field there, but up front, Simon Cohu well clear. Very spectacular style as well for Simon. Doesn't come over that often from the Channel Islands, so it's very expensive to come over and do the team over here. Matt Budd well clear in second place, then Chris Gregory followed by Phil Spencer, then Kieron Davidson, and it's Rob Snow tucked in behind them. And we've lost another rider up the top there, so he's coasting. And 167, that's Paul Cooper who's coasting around. One lap to go for Simon. He's eased off the front a little bit. Matt Budd in second place. Then Chris Gregory with Phil Spencer keeping a watching brief, chasing Phil Spencer looking to close in on Chris Gregory. Well, with the front two well clear, we'll see whether Chris Gregory can hold off Phil Spencer. Simon takes victory. Matt's going to get second, but look at the battle going on. Phil Spencer looks at the inside line as they come down towards the checkered flag. It's going to be Phil Spencer. He does it. He comes through ahead of Chris Gregory. Then it was Kieron Davidson and number 53. So, result then we have for race 25, a win for number 60, Simon Cohu. Second, 366 Matt Budd. Third, 921 Phil Spencer. Fourth was 208 Chris Gregory. Fifth, number 53 Kieron Davidson. And in sixth place, number 189 Rob Snow. Winning time 1 minute 44.02. 1 minute 44.02. Some of the riders here as they come out for race number 26. Dean Cutler in that colourful green colour, the green bike, son of Adrian Cutler. Barry Woodruff in the blue there, moving up to the tapes on the outside. It's 239 of Ricky Gregory. John Chaldecott, number 67, comes up to the line. Mark Ferry from the Midlands, number 188. And also Gordon Fennings in there with number 52. Rise and we're away. Mark Ferry, Dean Cutler and Barry Woodruff all get a good start. Gordon Fennings moves up into third place, but it is Mark Ferry leading. So Mark Ferry from Dean Cutler, that's the order, and Mark Ferry already pulling away. This rider from the Midlands very quick. Gets some good results up in the Wessex Centre at Swindon out in the Midlands. Gordon Fennings up into second place, Dean Cutler third, Barry Woodruff fourth, being chased by Ricky Gregory, and then John Chaldecott. So I notice Ricky Gregory back out on his 350. So whether he's got a 500 motor in that particular bike, I presume he has. And well, Mark Ferry looks over his shoulder, checks where the opposition is. He is well clear. Gordon Fennings, then Barry Woodruff. One lap to go for Mark Ferry. Gordon Fennings, Barry Woodruff, Ricky Gregory, Dean Cutler. Not going quite so quick this time around. Then John Chaldecott. So the checker flag's made ready. It's going to go to Mark Ferry, 188. He takes race number 26. It looks like Gordon Fennings is going to get the second spot. He does. Third, Barry Woodruff. Fourth, Ricky Gregory. Fifth, Dean Cutler. And that just leaves us John Chaldecott, number 67. The result, a win for 188, Mark Ferry. In second place, number 52, Gordon Fennings. Third, 71, Barry Woodruff. Fourth, 239, Ricky Gregory. Fifth, 180, Dean Cutler. And in sixth place, number 67, John Chaldecott. Winning time, 1 minute 36.59. 1 minute 36.59. So after the 500, Simon Cohu, Mark Ferry and Andrew Appleton all on 16 points. On 14 points, Charlie Saunders, Rory Carveill, Rod Melksham and Gordon Fennings all on 14. That's how it's shaping out. Remember, of course, we got semi-finals to come, as well as the final for the 500s. This is the 500 sidecars. They're all in one race now. Race 27 and race 28. Together. This is going to be a close one. Oh, problems! Two outfits touching there, and the one going down. And the red flag has gone out. The race has been stopped in the interest of safety. Well, good to see them up on their feet. And they're just waiting there for the St. John. Alright, we're back into racing, and this is race 29 in your programme, the left-hand sidecars. Off the line they go, and it is 1-4-2 again. Takes the front, that's Teri Nicholas, and Michael Raymond gets a good start. Teri Nicholas now pulling away already, looking very impressive today. The Welsh boys here out in front. Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark holding second place. Then is Glyn Drake, and of course he's got a different passenger out. He's got Mick Arling in the chair, who was to be the passenger of Michael Downs, who's a non-starter. And it's quite amazing that the dust is kicking up after all the rain we've had, and you're actually seeing some dust kicking up, which is unbelievable, isn't it, everybody? But Andy Knight's ordered the sunshine, and it's Teri Nicholas making hay here, while the sun shines and pulling away from the rest of the field. And well clear. And all the left-hand sidecar racing I've ever seen, I think this is the most dominating outfit I've ever seen. So far ahead of them, they're usually very, very close. But Teri Nicholas, well clear. Still no change there. Graeme Hilton ahead of Glyn Drake. And the other outfit there, 114, is the other outfit, which is Chris Downs and Paul Stibritz. The result, a win for race number 29, a win for 142 Teri Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Second, 151 Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark. Third, number 72 Glyn Drake and his new passenger Mick Arling. And in fourth place was 114 Chris Downs and Paul Stibritz. The winning time again, 1:42.80. This is race number 30, and we've got in this one Mark Warren and Martin Smith, who were very, very quick first time out. They're in this one, so probably red hot favourites here. Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop, they've been getting some good results throughout the year. And in fact, the men in red have been beaten to the front. So Mark Warren and Martin Smith have now got work to do, as they've been beaten up into that first place. As they come round towards us, the four outfits here, they take the lead. So number 3 is the other outfit battling for the lead. That's Lee Jones and Steve Henderson. They got a good start, but they've dropped back. And Mark Warren and Martin Smith then are now starting to power ahead as they wind that throttle on. Mark, of course, brother Tim Warren is Mark's brother. He's a non-starter today. So Mark Warren, followed by number 3 Lee Jones, then 52 Lester Page, and then it's 44 Darryl Sweetland is next. So Mark Warren then ahead of number 3 Lee Jones, no change there. Then number 52 Lester Page, followed by 44 Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. There's a checker flag for Mark Warren. The result, a win for number 306, Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Second, number 3, Lee Jones and Steve Henderson. Third, number 52, Lester Page and Paddy Monk. Fourth place went to 44, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. The winning time, 1 minute 37.07. 1 minute 37.07. Right up to the tapes they come. 192, Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott were very quick first time out. And they're on the outside very wide. It's going to be very, very tight. Paul outfits going to that first corner. Very, very close indeed. Paul Whitelam gets a very good start. Steph Blythe going well. And they sort themselves out as they come round to those pits turns. Oh, problems. And the race has been stopped. The red flag's gone out in interest of safety. And problems there for Steph Blythe and Jason Gill there going down. Off the line then. 150 did very well first time out, and he's got a good start again this time. That's Dean Norton with Andy Colvin in the chair. Look at this, 3 abreast as they go into that top turn. The battle's on. There may not be that many Sidecars in the race, but certainly a good scrap going on in 77, who's taken over the lead here. So 77, Trevor Stewart, and we believe it's Darren Sargent in the chair, not Ronnie Stewart. And then there's Andy Kerrison and Richard Fillimore going well, number 8. So when you consider that we haven't seen Trevor Stewart for many years racing And he hasn't lost the way around these circuits, and he must be very pleased with this. Now started to pull away. Coming down the home straight then. Trevor Stewart being chased by Andy Harrison. Then we got 78 Kevin and Shane Bundock. And well, Dean Norton and Andy Colvin went so well in the first leg, but way back off the pace in this one, and trailing at the back. Checker flag made ready, and 77 in the business there. The result, a win for 77, Trevor Stewart and we believe Darren Sargent. In second place, number 8, Andy Kerrison and his passenger Richard Phillimore. Third, number 78, Kevin and Shane Bundock. And fourth, 150, Dean Norton and Andy Colvin. The winning time, 1 minute 40.10, 1 minute 40.10. Attention, if you can hear us up in the pits, we've got some children and some dogs running around in the field behind the pits. If you could, somebody have a word with them out there, please, because that's not on, please. We can't have that. And so whoever's up there in the pits, if you can have a look, if your children and dogs are playing out the back, or anybody else you know of that are playing up there, if you could please ask them to come back into our field here, please. Thank you very much indeed. Well, we got a match race here because we just got the two outfits in action. That's Paul Whitelam Jr. ahead of Phil Sims. Phil Sims with Daniel Bray in the chair. Paul Whitelam Jr. with Alan Elliott in the chair. Well, keeping it tight, keeping the line there. Whitelam Jr. with 1 lap to go. Alan Elliott as the chairman, then it's Phil Sims and Daniel Bray. Race 31, and the result, a win for number 192, Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott. In second place, number 8, Phil Sims and Daniel Bray. Winning time, 1 minute 38.81. 1 minute 38.81. Well, we got that famous old Douglas out there in the hands of Steve Matthews, made in the Kingswood factory in Bristol back in the 1920s. One of the first machines ever raced on the grass tracks in the history of our sport. We got 77 John Underwood. He only managed to third place first time out. He's in this one. 364 gets a good start. The Douglas struggles to get away. But 364 David Needham, and a very good start indeed. But Willie Tustin's come through for the lead. And Will Tustin leads David Needham second. David Needham comes at the inside. Will Tustin leaves a gap, and Charlie Patterson also comes through. Will Tustin fights back on the outside. David Needham goes wide. It means that Will Tustin's pushed wide as well. Charlie Patterson then blows it up the inside, goes into the lead. Ron Snow keeping a watching brief in fourth place. That's the order. But it's Champagne Charlie leading, Charlie Patterson out there leading And well, of course, he was racing or doing trials back in the 1960s, would you believe, before turning on to grass tracks in later years. Charlie Patterson then leads. David Needham still second, Will Tustin third, Rob Snow in fourth. And we don't have John Underwood out here this time. He looked a bit underpowered last time when he was out, so I'm not sure what's happened to John. And the demonstration there of Steve Matthews on that famous old Dougie at the back. 1 lap to go for Charlie Patterson, and Charlie on that 350 Jap is now starting to pull away. David Needham is broken away now from Will Tustin, but Rob Snow has Will Tustin in his sights there for that 4th place. So, checker flag goes to Charlie Patterson with David Needham in second. Will Tustin gets third, Rob Snow in fourth, and Steve Matthews will come around for 5th place. So, race number 32, and a win for Charlie Patterson. And Charlie's win is being basically there for Shelley, because you know Shelley's poorly. Well, I can tell you that Charlie said that race is for Shelley as he takes victory. So, number 48, the winner, Charlie Patterson. Second, 364, David Needham. Third, number 80, Will Tustin. Fourth, 189, Rob Snow. Fifth, number 29, Steve Matthews. Winning time, 1 minute 48.60. 1 minute 48.60. Race number 33, then we stay with the pre-75s. Extra in this one is number 68, Ian Warner. Ian Guttridge looked very quick first time out. We've got Dave Abbott back out. Hopefully Dave's machine he's on is going to be okay. It says number 25 in the programme, but he's number 52. The starting marshals walk away. And up the hill they go for the first time. Dave Abbott looks like he's in a good position. Ian Guttridge swoops around the outside. A beautiful move by Ian Guttridge as he goes right round the pack into the lead, and heads Dave Abbott down the back straight. So Ian Guttridge then has really come good towards the end of this season. Dave Abbott in second, Trevor Pegler in third. 196 is Brian Waters in 4th place. We didn't see much of him in the first leg. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's out in this one. But Ian Guttridge now pulling away, and he really is motoring on here. Ian Guttridge then from Dave Abbott. Then Brian Waters is next, followed by Ian Warner, and looks like Trevor Pegler's gone out. We've lost Trevor Pegler. So Trevor did so well in that first leg, but not doing so well this time. Problems there for him. Ian Guttridge then, you can see the yellow back flag out. Dave Abbott chasing, and then a long gap. There's Brian Waters in that 3rd place. Ian Warner in 4th. And then number 59, Edward Sims. So Ian Guttridge wins from Dave Abbott. Brian Waters gets 3rd. And in 5th place, Edward Sims. The result, a win for number 74, Ian Guttridge. 2nd, 52, Dave Abbott. 3rd, 196, Brian Waters. 4th, number 68, Ian Warner. And in 5th place, number 59, Edward Sims. Winning time, 1 minute 42.08. 1 minute 42.08. Now the bike has stalled, they're going to help him out, that's the way, yeah. You have to remember, he's only just started on the grass track, he's got it going. The youngsters go off the line. Lloyd Barrett gets a good start. Right there with him is Josh Dingle, so it's a Cornish 1-2. Lloyd Barrett then going wide, leaving a big gap. As they come back down, Lloyd Barrett looks again at the inside line. Takes over the lead. Tyler Govia in 2nd place. Tyler Govia. Josh Dingle in there. Also number 1 going well. Lee Cutler. But it's interesting to see how Lloyd Barrett over the last couple of years has really progressed on the youth grass track scene, and following in Dad Wayne Barrett's wheel tracks. Tyler Govia still holding 2nd, Lee Cutler 3rd, Josh Dingle in 4th. 5th place, Nathan Stoneman. 6th place is number 9, Jack Jones. Then it is number 7, Billy Milton. And of course, new boy Jack Nelson there, just getting the feel of the grass tracks. 1 lap to go for Lloyd Barrett. Tyler Govia coming under pressure from Lee Cutler. And Lee Cutler there, closing in. And it looks like Lee's slowing down now, he's done the hard work. He needs to keep the pace on if he's going to keep that 2nd place. Lloyd Barrett is going to take the checker flag. He does. Who's going to get 2nd spot on the line? Oh, I think it was the young Cornishman, Josh Dingle, 17. Lee Cutler, after fighting his way up there, ends up in 3rd, and the original 2nd place one, of course, Tyler Govia in 4th. The result of race number 34, a win for number 23, Lloyd Barrett. 2nd at number 17, Josh Dingle. 3rd at number 1, Lee Cutler. 4th, number 6, Tyler Govia. 5th, number 13, Nathan Stoneman. 6th was number 9, Jack Jones. 7th, number 7, Billy Milton. And in 8th place, number 33, Jack Nelson. Winning time, 1 minute 56.91. 1 minute 56.91. We stay with the youth, and this is the intermediates now. We've got Chesney King out here, Stephan Maunder. Matthew Saul comes up to the line there. The young man in black, all in black. Harry Betteridge is the other rider who's coming in there with the yellow stripes and the blue letters and the blue Kevlars. Off the line they go, and in fact Harry does get a good start, but it is Cornishman Chesney King who's got the drop on the rest there. Chesney King then pulls away as they go into the top 2 turns. Keeping it tight and pulling away with a very good turn there. Stephan Maunder is next. Then it's Harry Betteridge, followed by Matthew Saul. We had a Cornish 1-2 in the juniors, and it looks like the Inters here. Again, we're going to have a Cornish winner in Chesney King. So Chesney King leads, Stephan Maunder in 2nd, Matthew Saul up into 3rd place, ahead of Harry Betteridge, and then number 30, Richard Andrews. 1 lap to go for Chesney King. Stephan Maunder in second. Matthew Stoll still there ahead of Harry Betteridge. Then number 30, Richard Andrews. So, Chesney King taking victory in race number 35. The result of race 35, a win for number 5, Chesney King. Second, number 8, Stephan Maunder. Third, 181, Matthew Saul. Fourth, number 6, Harry Betteridge. And fifth, number 30, Richard Andrews. Winning time, 1 minute 45.09. That's 1 minute 45.09. Well, this is the future of Grasstrack racing here with the real youngsters. Wajtknecht gets a very, very good start indeed. He pulls away. Problems there for Owen Woodley as they help him get away. But this time Wajtknecht pulling well clear of the rest of the field. And that's right, this is interesting. James coming through there. James had a very, very bad start. He won easily last time, but he's got work to do because Wajtknecht's getting away. So Wajtknecht leads. James Shanes in second place, winner first time out. Then number 21, Sam Radley. Then it's Ashton Webb. When I look at Sam Radley's bike, I have to think, well, I must need some new glasses when I look at that number. But with the help of Jo, she tells me who that was. Wajtknecht then, still leading, but James Shanes is starting to close that gap. So we could see a tremendous scrap on that final lap. Good battle going on now because Ashton Webb has come up ahead of Sam Radley. And then it's number 82, Callum Walker. And look at this, James Shanes has closed right up and gone by. So James Shanes then moves into the lead. What a ride, he was nowhere and he just blasted around that track. I thought the battle would be on the last lap, but he's already got by Zach. James Shanes, Wajtknecht. Number 77, well, 77, Owen Woodley's a lap down. Great scrap going on for second place. Look at them looking at each other as they come down. Ashton Webb side by side with Sam Radley. Great scrap there between those two. Neither of them giving an inch, those two youngsters. Race 36 then, the checkered flag. James Shanes wins. What a victory that was. Wajtknecht gets second place. Then we got quite a long gap as we wait for the third and fourth ones to come in. And it's going to be Sam Radley who gets there, number 21, ahead of 112. Then it's 82, Callum Walker, and that must leave us just number 77. Race 36, so win for number 93, James Shanes. Second, 109, Wajtknecht. Third, 21, Sam Radley. In fourth place, number 112, Ashton Webb. Fifth, number 82, Callum Walker. Sixth, number 77, Owen Woodley. And the winning time, 2 minutes 03.27. 2 minutes 03.27. left on the line. Lee Street gets a flyer, he's away. Paul Simmons tucks in behind him. And Paul Simmons trying to close that gap, but Lee Street has got it this time, and as he goes down that back straight, he's just streaming away with this one. Paul Simmons is up after him, but those two are well clear now of the rest. James Peters goes on the infield, he's completely out of the race now. Lee Street then from Paul Simmons, the two Southeast boys up front and leading this one. Then we've got number 9 next, and that's Chris Bird. And then Peter Randall and Samuel Brown having their own battle at the back. But we're looking at one of the top riders in the country, twice British champion, Lee Street. He's won various centre championships, including the Southern Centre, the South Eastern, and the Wessex Centre Championship in his time. A specialist in the 250cc class. And he's now well clear of Paul Simmons, and Paul Simmons, I thought it might have been a closer race this one, but Paul Simmons is a long way back from Lee Street. And Lee Street then kicking on here from Paul Simmons. Then we have at least half a lap lead, these two, over the next one. Chris Bird then in third. Then Samuel Brown, then Peter Randall, as Lee Street takes the checkered flag for race number 37. Paul Simmons gets second. When you think about it, tremendous value here at Danebury. All these races for the price you pay to get in is absolutely incredible. 75-31, then number 9, Chris Bird. Samuel Brown gets 4th. And Peter Randall gets 5th place. The result of race number 37, third leg, 250s, win for number 75, Lee Street. Second, 31, Paul Simmons. Third, number 9, Chris Bird. Fourth, 121, Samuel Brown. In 5th place, number 88, Peter Randall. Winning time, 1 minute 36.63. 1 minute 36.63. Paul Simmons, Frank Yates, veteran Frank, out in this one, number 4. Willie Tustin, wearing his race jacket that he wore when he went over to Osnabrück. Chris Still, nearest us in the commentary box. In the centre, number 54, Ben Ilsley. Graeme Brown's tight on the inside as the riders come up to the tapes here for this 250. Away they go from the tapes, and Chris Still gets a good start. Willie Tustin also gets a good start. Alongside him, Frank Yates. Frank Yates keeps it tight right on the inside line, and Frank Yates leads, but not for long as Chris Still comes around the outside. Graeme Brown comes up the inside. Great race in there on those pits corners with Graeme Brown now leading. Chris Still in 2nd place. Graeme Brown keeps it tight. Chris Still goes wide. Chris Still comes alongside, goes into the lead. Graeme Brown holds that 2nd place. Frank Yates in 4th. In 5th place is Will Tustin, being challenged by Ben Ilsley. Graeme Brown holds off Chris Still. This time Chris Still moves to the inside line, comes through. So Chris Still now the new leader ahead of Graeme Brown. These two now pulling away from Frank Yates in 3rd place. Chris Still from Graeme Brown, Frank Yates. Ben Ilsley now got the better of Willie Tustin. Graeme Brown comes again on the inside. Chris Still again going wide. Side by side as they start their final lap. Chris Still just ahead. Graeme Brown keeps that inside line, goes right inside by the pegs as he comes down that back straight. He's right there with Chris Still. This is going to be a battle right to the checkered flag between these two. Again, Graeme Brown comes on the inside of Chris Still. Chris riding wide, high, wide and handsome as they come towards the checkered flag. Chris Still takes the win. Graeme Brown gets 2nd place. Tremendous race action there in race 38. Frank Yates is next. Ben Ilsley in 4th. And Will Tustin in 5th. the result of race number 38. A win for number 82, Chris Still. Second, 122, Graham Brown. Third, number 4, Frank Yates. Fourth was number 54, Ben Ilsley. And in fifth place, number 80, Willie Tustin. Winning time, 1 minute 42.23. 1 minute 42.23. Bad news, we've heard that the reason Trevor Pegler stopped earlier on, he's blown a motor, so another one of the Swindon riders going out with blown motors. We got Bob Dolman here against Barry Powell. Bob Dolman nearest the commentary position on the outside. Mike Peters gets a good start. Barry Powell in third place, but it's Bob Dolman who hits the front first. Mike Peters holds that second spot. Barry Powell comes on the inside of Mike Peters, closes up on Bob Dolman. Bob Dolman just in front, but Barry Powell's right there with him, battling for the lead here. Bob Dolman then, it is, pulls away slightly as they come around that corner. Barry Powell chases, keeping a tight line. Mike Peters in third. Then it's number 12, Chris Watts ahead of the Southwestern champion, John Shanes. But Bob Dolman now starting to pull away. Mike Peters keeping a watching brief on that place in second, which is Barry Powell. So Barry losing ground now to Bob Dolman. Mike Peters still third. Still number 12, Chris Watts with John Shanes out. And then it's 150 Scott Broad, the rider from Hereford, having only a few outings on the grass this year. John Shanes comes up in second there. We have a rider going down, the faller. And that's Barry going down. Oh, and the rider there, number 12, Chris Watts, just gets around the outside of him. Scott Broad's seen him. Scott's hand goes in the air. Red flag's gone out. The race has been stopped. Barry Powell there, taking that tumble. We got a result of race 39. Race 39, no race time because the race was awarded, but it's a win for number 10, which is Bob Dolman. Second, number 37, Mike Peters. Third, 193, John Shanes. Fourth, number 12, Chris Watts. And fifth was 150, Scott Broad. That's 10, 37, 193, 12 and 150. Here we go then. Charlie Marshall's happy, he walks away. Graham Pike gets an up to flyer off the line. Graham Pike then leads. Teri Massingham also got a good start. Mike Tuckey in there. But it's Graham Pike, the best start of the day so far. He's obviously been watching his mate Andrew Appleton here. Graham Pike then leads from 141. Mike Tuckey, then it's Teri Massingham. Charlie Patterson, this time not going quite so quick. He's just ahead of Ricky Gregory. But Graham Pike with a great start and he's holding the rest off. Graham Pike then still being chased by Mike Tuckey as they come down the home straight. Teri Massingham. And the battle going on at the back there because Charlie Patterson closing in on Ricky Gregory. And Graham Pike having his best ride so far today, well clear. Yellow-black flag goes out, Pauline holds the flag in the air. Graham Pike then from Mike Tuckey, then Teri Massingham. And look at this battle at the back. Ricky Gregory being chased by Charlie on the Jap. Charlie Patterson closes up on Ricky Gregory. That's where the battle is in this race between these two. Doesn't have to be up front for the battle. Charlie looks to inside line, lines him up, doesn't get by. He may triumph, they come into the top corner. Yes, the battle's on. Number 7, Graeme Pike wins. 141 is next. Then it's 213, Teri Massingham. Who's going to get that place? 4th place goes to Ricky Gregory ahead of Charlie Patterson. The result, a win for number 7, Graeme Pike. 2nd, 141, Mike Tuckey. 3rd, 213, Teri Massingham. 4th, 239, Ricky Gregory. And in 5th place, number 48, Charlie Patterson. Winning time, 1 minute 40.95. 1 minute 40.95. Race 41 then, the 500 solos. Start on the outside there from Chris Gregory. Rory, Carveill, Chris Gregory, Richard Cooper and Rob Snow in that order. And we mustn't forget, of course, 167, Paul Cooper. Rory Carveill looking very impressive here as he pulls away. Rob Snow keeping a watching brief there on Richard Cooper down the field, but otherwise it's pretty well spread out with Rory Carveill in command. One lap to go then, on to the final lap for number 36. Keith Snelling in a second, Chris Gregory third. Still Richard Cooper holds on to 4th place ahead of Rob Snow. So no change as Rory Carveill takes the checkered flag in race number 41. The result, a win for number 36, Rory Carveill. 2nd, 44, Keith Snelling. 3rd, 208, Chris Gregory. 4th, number 37, Richard Cooper. 5th, 189, Rob Snow. And 6th, 167, Paul Cooper. Winning time, 1 minute 35.69. 1 minute 35.69. Race 42 on the line. We've got Andrew Appleton back out in this one. Andrew's nearest the commentary point, but watch him as he comes off the line. Yes, very, very quick indeed, off the line. Rod Melksham also in this one, but Rod back in 3rd place. Our British Masters champion, international star, Andrew Appleton in a clear lead. Simon Cohu in 2nd, Rod Melksham 3rd, Matt Bird 4th, Phil Spencer's next. Then it is Kieron Davidson is the one I was thinking of there, the next one. But look, Andrew looks over his shoulder. He is well clear. And when you think that Simon Cohu has been going very, very quickly today, Rod Melksham back in 3rd place. Then Matt Bird, Phil Spencer has the 1-2-4 chasing him now. David Trickey. So Kieron Davidson losing out a place there. At the back is number 51, Kevin Beer. On to his final lap goes Andrew Appleton, and we've lost one rider going out. Simon Cohu goes out, which means that Rod Malcolm is now up into second place, but half a lap behind Andrew Appleton. Matt Budd is next, then Phil Spencer, then is David Trickey ahead of Kieron Davidson, followed by 51 Kevin Beer, as Andrew Appleton comes over the line for the checkered flag. So Simon takes the checkered flag, so he'll get 8th place. 91 then into second, Matt Budd comes in third. Race 42, a win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. Second at 91, Rod Malcolm. Third at 366, Matt Budd. Fourth, 124, David Trickey. Fifth, 921, Phil Spencer. In 6th place, number 53, Kieron Davidson. 7th, number 51, Kevin Beer. 8th, number 60, Simon Cohu. Winning time, 1 minute 30.56. 1 minute 30.56. We move on to race number 43, and we stay with the 500s. In this one we got Mark Ferry, who's been doing extremely well. He's coming into the position which is nearest to us here in the commentary box. That's 188. Charlie Saunders, the youngster, is also in this one. Dean Cutler. 8th rise. Dean Cutler gets a good start. Charlie Saunders did a very quick start indeed, but Mark Ferry's right there with him. Charlie Saunders goes into the lead, and we have a rider going down. The flags go up. Red flag has gone out. The race has been stopped in the interest of safety. The red flag goes out. Fennings come into line then, the riders in, all on the line, ready to go. Mark Ferry nearest us. Mark Ferry gets a good start, but Charlie Saunders gets a better start. And it's Charlie Saunders who leads into the first turn, with Mark Ferry chasing there. Dean Cutler moving up, didn't quite get into third place. Now Mark Ferry, Charlie basically got a wheel in the air there, got it down, but by the time he got the bike down, Mark Ferry was into the lead. Mark Ferry then comes down the straightaway, being chased by Charlie Saunders. Charlie tries to go on the inside. He's not going to let Mark Ferry get away. Dean Cutler now in the third. Gordon Fennings in fourth. Barry Woodruff in fifth. That's the order. Again, Charlie comes through. Mark Ferry's not going to get it all his own way. Mark Ferry comes back at him. What a race this is turning out to be. The experienced Mark Ferry versus the young pretender, Charlie Saunders then chasing Mark Ferry. These two have broken well clear of Dean Cutler. Then it's Gordon Fennings. Now, up into that next place has gone Neil Warner. Neil Warner getting the better of Barry Woodruff. And up front, Mark Ferry now has broken clear. He pulls away from Charlie Saunders. Charlie Saunders then chasing in second place. They're on to their final lap. Dean Cutler in third, number 180. Gordon Fennings is in fourth. Neil Warner fifth. That's the first I think we've seen of Neil today. And then it's 71 Barry Woodruff. The checkered flag is made ready. Mark Ferry then comes in. Fake victory. He wins from Charlie Saunders in second place. Well, of course, we've still got all the big finals to go, so don't go away yet. The result of race number 43, a win for 188, Mark Ferry. Second at number 25, Charlie Saunders. Third, 180, Dean Cutler. Fourth, number 52, Gordon Fennings. Fifth, number 32, Neil Warner. And in sixth place, number 71, Barry Woodruff. Winning time, 1 minute 35.20. 1 minute 35.20. Here we go then. we go into race number 44. Adam Filmer in this, Rob Watts, Ashley Denham. In fact, I think we're missing a few riders in this one. Adam Filmer gets a good start. And Ashley Denham, it's good to see Ashley back on the track, and he's certainly not lost the way around, has he? Because he's certainly putting up a good show here. So Adam Filmer, Ashley Denham, then Stephen Gale, followed by number 13, Rob Watts. Adam Filmer pulls away, comes down the home straight away in the lead from Ashley Denham. Rob Watts quite a way back now on Steve Gale. The yellow-black flag's out. Pauline down there on the flag gets the yellow-black flag into the air. Over the line for the final lap goes Adam Filmer ahead of Ashley Denham. Steve Gale in third. And number 13, Rob Watts coasting with that bike. Oh, the checkered flag is going to be made ready. Adam Filmer then is going to get victory in race 44. He does so, he wins. Ashley Denham gets second. Steve Gale third. And the Rob Watts number 13 just coasting round for that fourth place. The result, a win for number 24, Adam Filmer. Second, 81, Ashley Denham. Third, 83, Steve Gale. And fourth, number 13, Rob Watts. Winning time, 1 minute 35.25. 1 minute 35.25. Well, of course, we've got Tony Stark now out there. He's on the passenger to Dean Norton. And it is in fact Dean Norton hits the front first. So Dean Norton getting a good start. Already coming under. Oh, problems again as we lose one of the 500 sidecars, somersaulting over onto the infield there, and well, the race stopped there in the interest of safety. A nasty looking crash there, just as they're about to challenge for the lead. So on we go with the rerun of the 500 sidecars. So Dean Norton out with Tony Stark in the chair. Andy Carrison closing in on him as well. Just the three outfits after the tumbles that took place. But certainly Dean Norton started well in his first leg, and he's going extremely well here. This time he's got Tony Stark in the chair. Or I should say, of course, Andy Carrison's got by him, then it's Dean Norton, but Dean going extremely well. Andy Kerrison, who races mostly on the continent these days, and former Isle of Wight Speedway rider as well. Well clear now of Dean Norton. When he rode on the Isle of Wight, he was actually a solo Speedway rider. Andy Kerrison wins, Dean Norton gets second. And just one other outfit there, number 78, the Bundocks there, Kevin and Shane Bundock. Race 46, a win for number 8, Andy Kerrison, and Richard Fillimore. Second, 150, Dean Norton, and his new passenger, Tony Stark. And third, number 78, Kevin and Shane Bundock. Winning time, 1 minute 41.24. 1 minute 41.24. Andy Knight, if you can hear us, if you could go and see the clerk of the course, please. Thank you. And well, 142 getting a terrible start there, away off the line, and it means that, of course, that the other outfit there's got away. That's Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark, and they got away beautifully there. Now this will make it very interesting because Terry Nicholas and Michael Raymond have not been beaten yet, and they're going to be chasing. Can they catch Graeme Hilton? Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark then being chased here by Terry Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Terry Nicholas closes up. It's going to make it very interesting. Can Graeme Hilton hold him off? The guys from Wales are closing in. They're right up there on the back wheel of Graeme Hilton. They're going to look at the inside. They come through on the inside. A beautiful move there. They've come right from that bad start right the way through. And whether it unnerved Graeme a little bit, I'm not sure, but he lost a lot of ground there when Terry Nicholas came through. Why don't they cut the rest of the heat and just go straight to the final? Wow, tremendous victory there for Terry Nicholas. He wins from Graeme Hilton, then Glyn Drake. So only 3 finishers there, only 3 outfits. A win there for 142 Terry Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Second, 151 Graeme Hilton and Colin Clark. And third, number 72 Glyn Drake and Marcus, his new passenger, which of course is Mick Arling, the new passenger there for Glyn Drake, number 72. That winning time, 1 minute 45.92. 1 minute 45.92. Right back of the right-hand Sidecars. Paul Whitelam Jr. gets a good start on the inside. Good to see Steph Blythe back out. Steph Blythe takes the lead. So it's good to see him back on the racetrack after that tumble earlier on. And he's certainly none the worse for wear. Just look at him go as he goes up into the pit turns. Superb. Steph Blythe then. Jason Gill. Chased by Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott here. But just amazing that the dust kicking up because of the water they've had here is unbelievable. The rain they've had this here on this picturesque circuit. So Steph Blythe and Jason Gill, number 30, total control ahead of Paul Whitelam Jr. Then number 52 is next. That's Lester Page and Paddy Monk in the chair. So that's our outfits who are leading this one. The yellow and black flag goes out then for number 30, Steph Blythe. Jason Gill making up ground to get some points. And then Paul Whitelam Jr. with Alan Elliott safely in that second place, ahead of Lester Page and Paddy Monk. Those are the three out in the front. The checkered flag being made ready. And it's going to go to a victory for number 30, Steph Blythe and Jason Gill. The result, a win for number 30, Steph Blythe and Jason Gill. Second, 192, Paul Whitelam Jr. and Alan Elliott. Third, number 52, Lester Page and Paddy Monk. And in fourth place, number 3, Lee Jones and Steve Henderson. Winning time, 1 minute 34.90. 1 minute 34.90. Off the line they go. We'll be working the points down straight after this one to see who qualifies for the final. Well, you have to say that Mark Warren and Martin Smith have improved tremendously, or as I say that, problems as they go very, very wide. But look at this as they come down the hill, side by side, fantastic racing here. And you have to say that Darrell Sweetland and Mike Bishop are having a tremendous race this time, up there with Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Now Mark Warren pulls away, but certainly Darrell Sweetland held him for that first lap. And at one point it looked like he had the beating of him, but now it is Mark Warren and Martin Smith out in front and leading. Then it's Darrell Sweetland in that second place. Phil Sims, the Cornishman, he's up in the third with Daniel Bray in the chair. And there's the old veteran. We never saw him at the last leg. I don't know why he never came out. That's Chris Cooper, number 48, with the unknown passenger. We don't know who's on his chair. Mark Warren and Martin Smith there, out in front. The result of race number 49. A win for number 306, Mark Warren and Martin Smith. In second place, the fast starting number 44, Darrell Sweetland and Mike Bishop. Third, number 8, Phil Sims and Daniel Bray. And in fourth place, number 48, Chris Cooper. Winning time 1 minute 27.16. 1 minute 27.16. Riders waiting patiently. Dave Abbott there on the excellent, right on the outside. On the inside there are 364, David Needham. Starting marshal comes over, ready to press the button. The riders are ready. The other marshals walk away. The tape dries and it's go, go, go. Will Tustin gets a good start. Dave Abbott's a good start as well. David Needham on the outside. Charlie Patterson gets a terrible start at the back. Will Tustin goes up into the lead. There's Willie Tustin now leading. David Needham comes around the outside. Dave Abbott in third place. David Needham comes alongside Will Tustin into the lead. Willie Tustin fights back. Dave Abbott keeps a watching brief tucked in there in third place behind them. Charlie Patterson moves up into fourth. So David Needham, Dave Abbott, Will Tustin followed by Charlie Patterson, and then it is Rob Snow. David Needham having a good ride this time. And Will Tustin losing ground because Charlie Patterson moves up another place ahead of Will Tustin. Dave Abbott looks like he's going to close in on David Needham. So David Needham then from Dave Abbott, then Charlie Patterson, then Will Tustin, and then Rob Snow in that order. Dave Abbott closing right up on David Needham. David though pulls away as he goes down the back straight. What a beautiful sunny evening we got here at Danebury. Sun shining down on the riders, and they're putting on a tremendous show here in this race with David Needham out in front, and Dave Abbott loses ground. Charlie Patterson holding that third, Willie Tustin fourth, Rob Snow in fifth. That's the order as they come around on their final lap. Their points will be worked out for the pre-75 to see who goes in the final. David Needham wins. Dave Abbott gets second place. Charlie Patterson third. Will Tustin fourth. And Rob Snow gets a fifth place. The result, a win for number 364, David Needham. Second, number 52, Dave Abbott. Third, 48, Charlie Patterson. Fourth, number 80, Will Tustin. And fifth, number 189, Rob Snow. 1 minute 45.90 the winning time. 1 minute 45.90. Oh, Willie there, but it's Ian Guttridge who gets away first. And Ian Guttridge pulls well clear of the pack there as they go to the pit turns. Ian Guttridge then comes down the home straight, leading this one. Ian Warner in a second. Then it's number 196, that's Brian Waters. He's holding third place. Ian Guttridge, Ian Warner, Brian Waters, they're the leaders. Followed by number 59 there, bringing up the rear, Edward Sims. Race 51, and it's a win there for number 74, Ian Guttridge. Second, 196, Brian Waters, and third, 68, Ian Warner. Winning time, 1 minute 51.09, 151.09. So Lloyd Barrett there ahead of his Cornish mate there, number 17, Josh Dingdall. So it's a Cornwall 1-2 yet again. And to make sure that we get through the evening before the floodlights have to go on, the youth races have been cut to 2 laps, and the left-hand sidecars are being cut to 3 laps, so that we can get through the 4-lap semis and finals. Checkered flag then to Lloyd Barrett. Josh Dingle gets 2nd, Lee Cutler 3rd, Nathan Stoneman 4th. The result, a win for number 23, Lloyd Barrett. 2nd, number 17, Josh Dingle. 3rd, number 1, Lee Cutler. 4th, number 13, Nathan Stoneman. 5th, number 6, Tyler Govia. 6th, number 9, Jack Jones. 7th, number 7, Billy Milton. And in 8th place, number 33, Jack Nelson. 2 laps, and it's 59.33. Right, coming up the back straight then. Number 5 it is who leads, in fact taking the checkered flag already. Sorry about the no commentary on that one. We were just concerned of the ambulance being escorted in on the far side, so obviously the ambulance is coming in to help one of the injured riders from earlier on today. The result of race number 53, a win for number 5, Chesney King. 2nd, number 8, Stephan Maunder. 3rd, 181, Matthew Saul. 4th, number 6, Harry Betteridge. So I should show your appreciation, everybody, as they come round. And in 5th place, number 30, Richard Andrews. The winning time, 53.69. 53.69. Away we go then with the youngsters there. Well, James Shanes, he's had a tremendous day. He's leading Zach Wajtknecht here. And then the other 3 battling for their places. Sam Radley. Sam Radley ahead of a whole gaggle of riders there at the back, but is the front 2 well clear. James Shanes heading Zach Wajtknecht. Here's the checkered flag. 93 then takes victory in race 54 ahead of 109. They'll be back out again very shortly. They'll be going back out very shortly. The result of race number 54, a win for 93, James Shanes. 2nd at 109, Zach Wajtknecht. 3rd, number 21, Sam Radley. 4th, 112, Ashton Webb. 5th, number 82, Callum Walker. And in 6th place, number 77, Owen Woodley. 102.46 for the 2 laps. Well, Keith Jarvis, who's in charge of the PA system here, said that probably now that James Shanes has had his races cut to 2 laps, that he reckons that probably John Shanes will want his laps cut to 2 laps. I won't say what Joe Francis said about him though. I don't expect John Shanes can hear me. 3 laps only then, the left-hand side car's off the line. We're down to 3 outfits of course now, we've lost a couple. And it is Terry Nicholas who's dominated the racing with Michael Raymond in the chair, already pulling away from Graham Hilton and Colin Clark. Then we've got behind them the other Welshman, Glyn Drake, with his passenger, Mick Arling, in the chair. And Terry Nicholas has absolutely dominated the racing here in the left-hand side cars. It's been good to see them back. It would have been nice, of course, if we'd had a few more. But, well, Terry Nicholas certainly a star in the left-hand side cars. Rare chance to see him in action here from West Wales. Graham Hilton in second, and then Glyn Drake in third. Checker flag goes then to Terry Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Graham Hilton, he gets second place. Then Glyn Drake third. The result, win for 142, Terry Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Second, 151, Graham Hilton and Colin Clark. And third, number 72, Glyn Drake and Mick Arling. Winning time, 1 minute 19.76. 1 minute 19.76. Right off the line they go. Lloyd Barrett there, so too Josh Dingle. Josh Dingle on the inside of Lloyd Barrett, but Lee Cutler getting a tremendous start. So as they go down the back straight, Lloyd Barrett, who's been dominating the racing, is back in third place. This will make it very, very interesting here. Just remember, it's a 2-lap race, so it's going to be very, very close. Lee Cutler having his best ride of the afternoon, leads Josh Dingle and Lloyd Barrett side by side. Then it's number 6, Tyler Govier. Behind Tyler Govier, Nathan Stoneman. Then it's Jack Jones, number 9. Behind them is number 7, Billy Milton. And the new boy out there, Jack Nelson, getting used to the grass track in his second ever meeting. He'll get better, he'll get quicker. He's getting used to the action here. So the checker flag goes out. And Lloyd Barrett comes through to take victory ahead of Lee Cutler right on the line there. Josh Dingle gets third, Tyler Govier fourth, Nathan Stoneman fifth, and then we can wait for Jack Jones to come in and also Billy Milton. The result of race number 56, a win for number 23, Lloyd Barrett. Second, number 1, Lee Cutler. Third, number 17, Josh Dingle. Fourth, number 6, Tyler Govier. Fifth, number 13, Nathan Stoneman. Sixth, number 9, Jack Jones. In 7th, number 7, Billy Milton. 8th place was number 33, Jack Nelson. Winning time 58.81, 58.81. Riders on the line, ready to go with the intermediates, their final leg. Good start again from number 5, Chesney King. He's certainly one to watch for in the future, that's for sure. Chesney King then pulls away. This is a better ride this time for 181. Matthew Saul getting a much better start this time, keeping it tight on the inside, the man in black. But going around the outside of him, number 8, Stephan Maunder. So Stephan Maunder up in the second place. Matthew Saul there still chasing. But this time, Chesney King is really flying. And well clear. So checker flag goes out. Chesney King takes victory. Stephan Maunder gets second. Matthew Saul third. Then it was number 6, Harry Betteridge, ahead of number 30, Richard Andrews. The result of race number 57, a win for number 5, Chesney King. Second, number 8, Stephan Maunder. Third, 181, Matthew Saul. Fourth, number 6, Harry Betteridge. And in fifth place, number 30, Richard Andrews. 53.41 for the 2 laps. 53.41. Off the line they go. Zach Wajtknecht's got the drop there on young James Shanes, but James comes alongside, swoops around the outside of Zach, up there in the second place. So James Shanes leads, Zach Wajtknecht in second. Zach Wajtknecht's got quicker reflexes than Kevin had when he raced. James Shanes then leads, coming down the home straight. Well clear now, Zach Wajtknecht. Behind them it's Sam Radley, number 21, followed by the Auto Cadet there, Ashton Webb, number 112. So, checkered flag then to number 93, James Shanes. Second, Zach Wajtknecht, number 109. Oh, and it's really close. Sam Radley looking over his shoulder. And sees Ashton Webb right behind him. Great race in there. Here's the result, everybody, for race number 58. A win for number 93, James Shanes. Second, 109, Zach Wajtknecht. Third, number 21, Sam Radley. Fourth was 112, Ashton Webb. Fifth, number 82, Callum Walker. And in sixth place, number 77, Owen Woodley. Winning time, 1 minute 05.30. It's going to be cut in for us because we only have 4 riders qualifying for the grand final. Off the line they go. Oh, Gordon Fennings gets a big wheel in the air, but it's Andrew Appleton who leads up the hill. Andrew Appleton then in fine form. The British Masters champion. It's good to see him here, putting on a fantastic demonstration of racing here at Danebury here in the Burnfield spinner. So Andrew Appleton leads. Number 24, Adam Filmer having a good run here. He's up there in the second place. But just look at the class of Andrew Appleton. Every rider there watching who's come down to camp in there, they must be shaking in their boots here to see just how fast Andrew Appleton is going today. He'll be up against them tomorrow. Adam Filmer in second, Charlie Saunders, and then it's Rory Carveill. And those lines and the riders are going to qualify. Dean Cutler's the best of the rest. But Andrew Appleton then, with 1 lap to go. Adam Filmer in safe second place. Charlie Saunders in third, and we looks like we've lost one. We've lost a rider coming out here. He's looks like he's really upset about that. Rory Carveill, and of course that means that Dean Cutler has moved up a place. So I think Rory's not too happy with that. No, he certainly is not. Andrew Appleton wins. Andrew Filmer gets second. Charlie Saunders third. Dean Cutler will get that fourth place already, because right up there behind him is Gordon Fennings. Gordon Fennings closes in. But no, Gordon didn't get him, so it means that the 4 qualifiers we have, Keith Snelling gets 6, and then it's 2:08. The result, win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. Second, number 24, Adam Filmer. Third, number 25, Charlie Saunders. In fourth place, the other qualifier, Dean Cutler, 180. Those 4 qualify for the final. The non-qualifiers then, in 5th place, number 52. 6th was 44. 7th, 2:08. Winning time, 1 minute 33.49. Riders in on the line. We look for 4 riders then are going to qualify for the grand final. Simon Cohu gets a good start, and Rod Malsham also in the thick of it there, although Rod's back in 4th place. Ashley Denham moves up into 3rd place. Simon Cohu in 2nd place. But tremendous scrapping, because remember there's only 4 riders going to qualify. Phil Spencer at the moment is the unlucky rider back in 5th place. As they come round towards us, it's Mark Ferry who leads, Simon Cohu in 2nd, Ashley Denham in 3rd, Rod Malsham in 4th. Those are the 4 qualifiers for the final. If they finish, of course. Let's have that in. You never know what might happen. Going over to the checker flag call. Mark Ferry, Simon Cohu, Ashley Denham and Rod Malsham well clear of Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer coming under pressure from Bristol's Matt Budd, with Stephen Gale just behind. But Mark Ferry looking very, very impressive here as he heads for that checker flag, yellow-black flag, on to his last lap. Rod Malsham closing up on Ashley Denham. Still Phil Spencer holding off Stephen Gale this time, because Stephen Gale's moved ahead of Matt Budd. And Rod Malsham is ahead of Ashley Denham. Simon Cohu is coasting. So what's happened to Simon Cohu? Will he be able to get to the checkered flag? We shall see. The other 2 riders closing in. Rod Malsham gets 2nd, Ashley Denham gets 3rd. And Simon Cohu hangs on there for 4th place. Stephen Gale gets the better of Phil Spencer, but to no avail because he won't qualify. And then it's Matt Budd in 7th. The result, a win for 188, Mark Ferry. 2nd, 91, Rod Malsham. 3rd, 81, Ashley Denham. 4th, number 60, Simon Cohu. 5th, 83, Stephen Gale. 6th, 921, Phil Spencer. 7th, 366, Matt Budd. Winning time, 1 minute 35.61. 1 minute 35.61. Of course, we know they've qualified in the semis, but that's the order for the gates. Right, I think we're ready now. The 250 final, here we go. Lee Street gets a good start. Kristen on the outside. And, well, where's Paul Simmons? But Paul Simmons is there. He's up in the 3rd. But it's Chris Still who got a good start. Graeme Brown didn't get a good start at all this time around, but it's Lee Street, the former British champion, out there leading this one. So Lee Street keeping it very, very tight on the inside. Chris Still doing the chasing. Paul Simmons in 3rd, Graeme Brown 4th, Frank Yates 5th, Ben Hills is next. Then it's Will Tustin, followed by Chris Bird. That's the order. But it's a southeastern centre sweep here. A 1, 2, 3 for the southeastern centre at the moment as they pull away from Graeme Brown. Lee Street ahead of Chris Still and Paul Simmons. Then Graeme Brown, Frank Yates, being chased by youngster Ben Ilsley. And then Will Tustin ahead of Chris Bird. And the battle is raging now for second place. Paul Simmons has got the inside on Chris Still. Chris Still goes wide. He seems to go very, very wide. He loses ground when he does that. Lee Street then leads. Paul Simmons is up into that second place. That's where the battle is now for second spot as they're on to the final lap. And Chris Still closes it back in on Paul Simmons. Lee Street then heading for the checkered flag. Number 75, Lee Street wins. Paul Simmons gets second, Chris Still gets third. Graeme Brown comes in for fourth place. Frank Yates gets fifth. Ben Ilsley in sixth, and Will Tustin gets seventh. Chris Bird in eighth. The result, a win for number 75, Lee Street. Second, number 31, Paul Simmons. Third, number 82, Chris Still. Show your appreciation there to Lee Street coming round on his lap of honour. Fourth, number 122, Graeme Brown. Fifth, number 4, Frank Yates. Then it was 54, Ben Ilsley. Number 80 was next, Will Tustin. Then number 9, Chris Bird. Winning time 1 minute 37.33. 1 minute 37.33. Off the line they go. And problems there for the red-hot favourite as he stalls as he leaves the line. And Mike Peters is now gone into the lead. So it's Mike Peters who leads. And Bob Dole must be so disappointed there. Mike Peters leads. Graeme Pike in second. Then it's 141. Who's next? Now, that's incredible because we've lost both the favourites here today. First of all, Barry Powell went out, and now losing Bob Dolman, who's dominated the racing all day, as Mike Peters is heading for that victory because he has a clear lead over Graeme Pike, with Mike Tuckey next. Then it's John Shanes, followed by number 12, Chris Watts. And there's young lady Teri Massingham there as well. But at the moment, with 1 lap to go, it's Mike Peters. Mike Peters, Graeme Pike, then Mike Tuckey, followed by John Shanes, then Chris Watts, then Teri Massingham, followed by 239, and coming around for the checkered flag, it's going to be Mike Peters. Mike Peters then takes the checkered flag to win the 350cc. '37 then the winner of race 62. In second place, number 7, Graeme Pike. Third was Mike Tuckey, 141. Fourth, 193, John Shanes. Fifth, Chris Watts, number 12. Sixth was 239, Ricky Gregory. And it's 213, Teri Massingham in 7th place. And the winning time, 1 minute 38.96. So the riders come into line for the final. Red hot favourite, of course, Andrew Appleton, limbering up for the big one, the Damebury Aces tomorrow. Off the line they go, and it is Andrew Appleton who hits the front first. Youngster Charlie Saunders right up there in the second place. A good move there from Charlie. And but it's Andrew Appleton, and Charlie Saunders is chasing him as they come down the back straightaway. But Andrew Appleton looking very, very impressive indeed. Charlie Saunders is next. Then it's Mark Ferry followed by Adam Filmer, then Ron Melksham. Ashley Denham slowing as Dean Cutler closes in on him. But it's Andrew Appleton all the way up front with Charlie Saunders looking very, very impressive here. And Mark Ferry being chased by Adam Filmer. Ron Melksham's next. Ashley Denham though still keeping going ahead of Dean Cutler. On to the final lap goes Andrew Appleton, number 4. Charlie Saunders then in second. Mark Ferry third. So Mark Ferry's got the better Adam Filmer, but look, he cannot catch Charlie Saunders, the youngster. Andrew Appleton then takes the victory in fine style in the 500cc solo final. Charlie Saunders gets second place. Mark Ferry third. Adam Filmer gets fourth. 91 Ron Melksham gets fifth. Dean Cutler sixth, and Ashley Denham comes in for seventh place. A win for number 4 Andrew Appleton, second 25 Charlie Saunders, third 188 Mark Ferry, fourth number 24 Adam Filmer, fifth 91 Ron Melksham, sixth 180 Dean Cutler, seventh number 81 Ashley Denham. Winning time the fastest today, 1 minute 26.47. 1 minute 26.47. So, away we go, race number 64, the pre-75. Ian Guthridge gets a good start. Behind them, Dave Abbott. Ian Guthridge goes wide. Will Tustin also got a very good start indeed. Charlie Patterson's up there as well. Dave Abbott moves up in a second. Will Tustin loses out because Charlie Patterson comes in as well. So they're all battling for those trophies, but at the moment it's Ian Guthridge out there leading. .364, David Needham moves up a place. But it is Ian Guthridge in fine style. He went well on a small track up at Worcester. Now he's doing the business on a big track here at Danebury. Dave Abbott still holding off Charlie Patterson. So 1 lap to go. Willie Tustin dropping back as David Needham comes up a place. And then it's a Rob Snow. So as they come down for the final time, Ian Guthridge from Dave Abbott in second place. So Ian Guthridge with 1 lap to go from Dave Abbott. Charlie Patterson still holding on to that third place. David Needham in fourth. Will Tustin. And then it's Rob Snow. 500 Sidecars, fourth leg will be race 65. They'll be only on 3 laps. They're next up. And it looks like we're just about going to get through this meeting, doesn't it, everybody? Show your appreciation there. Ian Guthridge takes the win from Dave Abbott, Charlie Patterson, David Needham, Will Tustin, and Rob Snow. So the result, a win for number 74, Ian Guthridge. Second, number 52, Dave Abbott. Third, 48, Charlie Patterson. Fourth, 364, David Needham. Fifth, number 80, Will Tustin. Sixth, 189, Rob Snow. And the winning time, 1 minute 43.54. 1 minute 43.54. So the final leg of the 500 Sidecars. The change there, of course, Tony Stark, passenger in Dean Norton. And it's them that get away quickly, but last time Andy Kerrison comes at the back, so we'll see what happens. We're down to 3 outfits, so of course a lot of problems here with injuries and mechanical problems affected the 500 Sidecars today. But this time, well, this will be interesting because Andy Kerrison back in third place. The points will be worked out very shortly, but it's going to be, I think, very, very close. 78 going well, the Bundocks there, Kevin and Shane Bundock, the meet between the Samis there, but they try to come through on the outside. In fact, they've gone. They go for the outside, and Dean Norton loses that first place. Now, Andy Kerrison. Andy Kerrison sweeps around the outside of the one outfit. Will he keep it going? And the Bundocks' hands go in the air. So problems there, but they're not too happy about that either. So they pull out. So problems there for the Bundocks. Now that means that Andy Kerrison, they come over the line, they've lost out there, so just two finishers in the 500 Sidecars, and it's going to be checkered flag for Andy Kerrison, followed by Dean Norton. Well, the Bundocks have been credited with third place, because they've done enough distance on the circuit there to get third place. Right, let's give you the result of race number 65. A win for number 8, Andy Kerrison and Richard Fillimore. Second, 150, Dean Norton and Tony Stark. And third, 78, Kevin and Shane Bundock. First of all, the final of the Sidecars. Well, Mark Warren, he finished top on the points with Martin Smith in the chair on 18 points. Paul Whitelam, 192, and Alan Elliott were the next best scorers. And of course, Steph Bly also went well. So for the final time, what a race meeting we've had. Over 60 races, gorgeous sunshine. Here we go for the final race. Off the line they go. And it's very, very tight into that top corner. And they cleanly get around. They all got round very cleanly, I think. Have we lost one outfit? We may have. I think one stopped in the dust. No? There's a passenger that's been lost. I knew that one person had looked like he was going out. It was a passenger that dropped out. And the red flag has gone out, the race has been stopped. Well, in the Auto Cadets, Ashton Webb and Danny Hill have come first and second. Well, Michelle has got to get some trophies organised for you, so there won't actually be a trophy here this evening, but you will be getting one. That's Ashton Webb and Danny Hill. So in the Cadets, in third place was Sam Radley. Do you want to come forward, Sam? Get your trophy. Sam Radley, where are you, Sam? No Sam? Well, second place was Zach Wajtknecht. Zach must be here, yeah. This is the Cadets, second place. The winner, James Shane. Come on everybody, let's see some applause then. The winner, James Shane. In the intermediates, the third place one, Harry Betteridge has gone. So in second place it's Stephan Maunder. So Stephan Maunder in second place, there you go, have your picture taken. And the winner, Chesney King. In the juniors, in third place it was Lee Cutler. Second, Josh Dingle. And the winner Lloyd Barrett.
Yes, you can.
Well, Ashton Webb and Danny Hill, I'm sorry there's nothing for you to pick up tonight, but Michelle will sort something out for you. We're now going to go through the medals, and medals have got to go to Callum Walker. Callum Walker. Callum Walker. Owen Woodley. Owen Woodley. Right, Matthew Saul. Matthew Saul. Where's Matthew? Richard Andrews then. Richard Andrews. Kathy, get your thoughts come in. Tyler Govia. Tyler, yeah. Nathan Stoneman. Get your thoughts going. Nathan, where's Nathan? Here he is. Jack Jones. Billy Milton. Jack Jones. Billy Milton. We have Billy? Billy's got his already. Jack Nelson. Where's Jack? Jack Nelson. Jack's got his already. Right, that's it. Any youngsters not got their medals that should have? Should have had them. Have we missed anybody? Right, the left-hand Sidecars in third place. It was Glyn Drake and Vic Arley. Where are the Welsh boys? Halfway up the motorway back to Wales, or are they in the beer tent? Ah, here they come. Glyn Drake and Vic Arley there. They finished 16 points in third place. Good to see them up here from West Wales. Second place, we'll just have a picture taken. Second place, Graham Hilton and Colin Clark. Get their trophies and a picture. The winners dominating the left-hand Sidecars, Teri, Nicholas and Michael Raymond. Very appreciated. Come on everybody. They've come a long way to race here, all the way down from West Wales.
One either side. One either side. Go back to
well, right-hand Sidecars in third place, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. Oh, they brought their fan club with them. One of them.
Yes. I'll get on it as well.
Come back, Darryl Sweetland and Mike Bishop. I think you've got something different to come. Looks like you've got silver trophies to come here.
That's right.
So,
yeah, we got left-hand side. All right.
The left-hand Sidecars, you've only had one trophy each, so come back and see us. Come back and see us, gentlemen, here. You're done, yeah, thank you very much. Second is Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. Beautiful trophies there. Photographs taken there. Mike Gordon taking the pictures. We got Bob there with the DVD. Now we move on to the winners. Mark Warren and Martin Smith. Show your appreciation, everybody. Well, he was certainly doing well today. 500 Sidecars next, and in third place it was Kevin and Shane Bundoff. Hey, they brought a lot of fans with them. Blimey, give us a coach load here.
Congratulations.
There we go.
Done it. Thank you.
Okay, that's the way. They got the champagne. In second place, there's Dean Norton, and Tony Stark is stand-in passenger. Dean Norton and Tony Stark. Multi-talented Tony. Solo rider, driver, passenger. There we go. Dean Norton and Tony Stark then. And the winners, Andy Kerrison and Richard Phillimore. Well done, gentlemen. What's happening here?
Excellent. Good job on me. Come on. Straight away. Yeah.
Didn't know your name was Laura.
Thank you.
250s now then, and in third place it was Chris Still. This was a Southeastern Centre clean sweep, and Chris Still was the rider who got third place.
Chris.
In second place, just wait for the picture. Second place, also from the Southeast, Paul Simmons. He's gone on, has he? Good battle there with Chris and Paul. Well done. And the winner, Lee Street. Lee Street there in good form today.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Well done to Lee Street. And then taking the 250. 350, and in third place it was Mike Tuckey. Keep your applause going, everybody. Well done to Mike. In our second place, Graeme Pike.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Well done to Graeme. And the winner, Mike Peters.
What's the baked potato?
Congratulations there to Mike Peters. Now we come on to the 500cc, and I think what we'll do here is a round of applause for Andrew Appleton, because he doesn't want the trophies, he feels it's the club that's meeting. So round of applause there for Andrew Appleton. So in third place then would be Adam Filmer. In second, Mark Ferry. You brought a few fans here as well, Mark. You disappear there. And taking the main trophy, Charlie Saunders. Well done to Charlie. With it being a late night, we haven't done any speeches. That's the reason, because it's obviously moving on. I'm sure some of you want to get in the beer tent. Right, the 375s in third place, Charlie Patterson. Picking up a lot of trophies this year with Charlie. Well done to Charlie Patterson. Oh yes, have your picture taken, Charlie. Charlie and Sylvie, we wish Shelley well, everybody here wishes Shelley. Give her our best regards from here. And second place, Dave Abbott. Doesn't make up for two low motors, but at least there's a bit of glassware to take home to Janet. There you go, Dave Abbott then second place. And the winner, we spoke to him a long time ago on the DVD this morning, but congratulations to the winner, Ian Guthrie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks everybody.
Thank you very much, Ian Gutteridge. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you.